This is a Danger Entertainment podcast. DangerEntertainment.net. Danger Entertainment Podcast Network.
Please note that any comments, jokes, questions, maybe anything that we say on the History of Bad Ideas is all in good fun. And remember, we insult everybody. Our thoughts, opinions, questions, anything else, actions that we do on the show do not reflect any of our employers, organizations, advertisers, or anyone else that is associated with the History of Bad Ideas. And remember, at the end of the day, it's just a joke. Welcome to the History of Bad Ideas, episode number 319. I'm Jason.
I'm Jeff.
I'm Blake.
I'm Jim.
I'm the intern.
And with us this week, because the Oscars are coming up, which I didn't even realize, Scab Jeff is here with his his Oscar picks this week.
Okay, let's see how I do.
I'm going to say you did 70% last year. Ish. 70-something.
This year's tough, though.
Oh, I know. My choice is between La La Land and Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. One of them's going to win Best Picture. I don't know which one, though.
Neither of them are nominated.
Or Moonlight.
Moonlighting? Ooh, Sybil Shepherd. So every year we have Scab Jeff on, and he comes on this week and next week, because then he comes back next week and he has his tail between his legs because he usually is 40 to 50%. Last year was an odd one. You had 70% last year. What was that, Blake?
Yes.
The good news is, though, his predictions are going to be more accurate than Iowa's predictions. Well,
Iowa has no results.
62% results.
Oh, so still nobody.
No,
nothing.
No,
not enough reporting.
But if you go to Twitter, it's very, very funny, them talking about the 62%. A lot of people are saying, well, 62% of the Super Bowl, the San Francisco was the champions.
I'm only interested in what the 1% thinks.
Oh, you'll get it.
They voted for Trump.
Bernie Sanders is in first or second.
Does this go to show how outdated the caucus system is?
Well, it was actually updated because of the technology. We need to go.
Yeah,
that failed.
It used to be everybody who's going for this guy, go to that corner. Everybody who's for that guy, go to that corner. Everybody for that lady, go to that corner. All right, you guys don't have enough, so you got to go back in the middle and go pick a new corner to go stand in.
They did say that they're coming out with something called pencils this year for the election, so that could be interesting.
Well, see, didn't it originally start with farmers and the number of tomatoes and potatoes that they would pile up in front of the candidates?
And cucumbers.
Because they were illiterate. So if you wanted Farmer Ted, you had to go put a tomato down. If you were for Farmer Paul, you had to go put a potato down. And then one year, the tomato harvest wasn't as good, so then you just had to go stand next to the people in their pictures.
I always like Farmer Paul.
Oh, no, Farmer Ted.
Well, Lady Jane was really
Farmer
difficult
Ted.
back in the day.
No! Fuck Farmer Ted.
Why fuck Farmer
He
Ted?
took my tomatoes!
No, he didn't.
Oh, fucker.
You don't even know who Farmer Ted is, do you?
No.
It's Anthony Michael Hall's character from 16 Candles.
Oh, okay. Well, yes.
Otherwise known as the sexual molester.
Actually, he was known as the geek.
Oh, well, in today's society, he's a sexual assault person.
I don't know. I think he was sexually assaulted.
I don't know. She kind of enjoyed it.
Yeah. In theory.
Down the hall.
Hashtag me too.
So, Scab Jeff.
You own a church?
Hey, why are you looking like Weinstein over there?
Big debate. Who is your prediction to win Iowa?
Bernie Sanders will win Iowa.
What about New Hampshire?
I think Bernie Sanders will win New Hampshire too.
Okay.
I'm not saying he'll get the nomination. He'll just win all the states.
Big
like last time.
I picked Trump to win them both.
He did win Iowa.
There you go. And I bet he'll win New Hampshire.
100%.
Did he get 100%?
There was no one running
There's two
against
people
him.
running against him.
I don't think they got
I have no idea who they
Farmer
were.
Ted didn't stand in front of their booth.
Matt Walsh.
I loved him on America's Most Wanted.
I'm trying to remember the other.
You know, other
that-
dictators in history got 100% votes, too.
It's what's
saying.
his name? Who was the vice presidential candidate for the Libertarians last time? Bill Weld. Isn't he still running?
Might be.
Johnson.
Palin got 0.0%, 0.01%. It's a tough one. So, anyways, this week I will promise you there's going to be less wrestling talk because
There
Blake's
can't
here.
be more.
We had a lot of wrestling talk last week. Big news, though. Intern, AEW has action figures coming out. They're revealing them tomorrow.
Really?
Yes. The guy that used to be in charge of Jack's Pacific, who did the action figures, the WWE ones. He started his own company and he has them. So they're revealing them tomorrow. There better be a fucking Orange Cassidy one.
Am I going to have one?
Yes.
Sweet.
They're going to have a Jack Hager one.
They better. My son and I were watching a little bit today of the 2012 Royal Rumble, and I was like, he's an AEW, he's an AEW, he's an AEW. And my son's like, they look young. I was like, well, it was 8 years ago. Cody Rhodes looked very young.
Mm-hmm.
Did
And
you
that-
see that the Revival asked for their release again, and they were turned down?
Shit, they got 2 months. Just take your WrestleMania payday and suck it up at this point.
I mean, they keep asking sooner or later.
You gave it to Luke Harper?
Yeah.
I forgot the Ascension was released, too.
Yeah.
I thought you said there's going to be less wrestling.
Oh, sorry.
After 2 hours, then you can criticize.
We would like to say happy birthday to Scab Randall tomorrow. Scab Randall's birthday is tomorrow.
Probably the day he's listening to this.
Yes.
Has he actually reached scab status?
She did, yes. She did, yes.
Who did he replace to get the scab moniker?
She showed up to the Comic Expo
Oh, that's right.
September 11th through 13th this year. Let's see here. Anybody have any thoughts on the Super Bowl?
It was exciting.
They threw the ball.
They did. It was not a high school football game.
They ran the ball.
They did.
So at one time, the 49ers had a 92.8% chance to win the game. And so one website posted on Twitter, apparently people don't know how percentages work because they were bashing that website for saying, like, oh, it should have been more like 100% chance they're going to lose. I'm like, no, they had a 92% chance to win. They still had that 6.8% chance to lose. So don't tear them down to that. They gave you a real live percentage of that.
Just because you don't know how maths work.
That's not
math?
how I feel. Don't give me facts.
Facts are always a bad thing
That's right.
and when you're voicing your opinion. Scab Jeff, anything new with you? Have you read any new books?
I don't read books. I listen to books on tape.
No, have you written?
Oh, written.
Sounded like you said red.
Oh, he doesn't write them either, but
I haven't
He
written any.
dictates them.
I do. I dictate them. And
I got a sequel to your book. It's about the Lusitania.
Lusitania is boring.
Oh.
That-
No, you
that's
put
the-
zombies on it.
What about the
Vampires.
Andrea Doria?
Oh, the Andrea Doria. That's a good one.
sank into the sea like an
Edmund
old man
Fitzgerald?
into a bath.
And the Edmonds Fitzgerald. There's a good song about that. Canadian song.
that all,
Zombies
Boots?
on the Edmund Fitzgerald.
Do you have any other projects you're thinking about working on, Jeff?
Besides winning your
Maybe
Oscars.
something here, something there.
That's very vague.
Yeah.
Is it a book, movie, comic book, TV show?
Yes.
Kama Sutra?
All of the above.
All of the
Brothel?
He has lots of
Kinda.
ideas.
Okay.
Lots of fires in the iron.
Okay.
There are
Okay.
irons in the fire.
I like the fires in there.
Fires in the urn.
Arn. Speaking of the Super Bowl, we did have a Twitter poll of the week this week. It was, what is your favorite all-time Super Bowl commercial? You can find us on at Bad Ideas Podcast. Scab Jeff, what's your Twitter handle? At Miami Town Jeff?
I don't even remember.
It's
Oh, that's
at
good.
Miami Town Jeff.
There you go.
Miami Town Jeff.
Follow Jeff at Miami Town Jeff. He gives you lots of good movie reviews. So, well, the reviews are good. The movies are always crap. La La Land.
I haven't done a review on La La Land. I can't bring myself to put it into words how great that movie
You
was.
did a review by saying best movie ever. I think that's a review.
Okay, it is the best movie ever.
What was the last movie you saw? Because you see a lot now
I've seen all but 5 of the Oscar-nominated films.
of all the categories.
Of all the categories, including all the shorts and all that. The most recent one I saw was The Cave, which was one of the documentary features, which is pretty much exactly the same as For Sama. It's shot better, but it's got a worse... you don't feel for the characters as much. It's... apparently in Syria, there's some kind of war or something going on.
Just start it.
But both movies are about doctors in hospitals in like the middle of the war zone.
Ugh.
And like there's these kids coming in and everybody all bloody and dying and whatever. And one of
So,
them,
feel-good film of the year?
well, they were both very good, but Obama's going to win that category.
Is it
and he
as
doesn't
funny as
deserve it.
MASH?
No. it
Early
wasn't.
years or later years of MASH?
All of them.
Okay. I did. You don't listen, but I did see Free Solo finally, Jeff.
I did see that. It was very good, wasn't it?
It was damn good. I take it back.
Was my review accurate? Did you actually read my review?
Yes, I did. And I remember your review, and that's why I told my wife, we actually need to see this. I was intrigued, but then Miami Town Jeff had one. So, yeah, it was good. It was very well done.
That won last year, right?
Yes. Yeah.
Last year?
2 years ago.
Okay.
2 years ago.
2 years ago.
No, that was last year.
Who's an intern? Look it up. Jeez.
Let me get on that.
Thank you.
I would go, I think 2 years ago was Icarus.
Oh, I thought it was the other way around.
No,
Kid Icarus?
I read
Yes.
that.
but
Fake.
the Amazing Jonathan documentary didn't get nominated.
Was that this year?
Yeah, that makes me sad.
It was 2019.
That was last year.
Okay. Look at you.
I know my shit.
So anyways, what is your all-time favorite Super Bowl commercial was the Twitter poll of the week. Options were Apple, the 1984 commercial. McDonald's, the Larry Bird versus Michael Jordan.
Yeah.
Volkswagen, the Force, the little kids using the Force to turn off the car or turn
Unlock?
it on? Unlock it, something like that.
Start the remote
In the
starter.
driveway, yeah. And then we had other. In last place, it was a two-way tie. Obviously, they did not like these. 17.6% both voted for McDonald's and the Volkswagen commercial.
Ooh.
Winning 41.2% to 23.5%. Apple, 1984, beat other. But some options in other.
I voted for other.
Let's see here. Randall. He had Terry Tate, office linebacker. That was a good one. When he's running, the football player's running through and
Just tackling people in the office.
Cindy Crawford with the Pepsi can. He hobied it, he said. Let's see. Jeff, you had Puppy Monkey Baby. The creepiest commercial.
That was
ever.
the creepiest commercial ever.
Yes.
Mountain Dew commercial, wasn't it?
I don't even remember.
It was
what
a Mountain
for.
Dew.
I don't even remember what it was for.
Puppy monkey baby. Puppy monkey baby.
Oh, I had two.
Or Where's the Beef?
Where's the beef?
Where's the Beef?
Good old
That was a
Clara
Super
Keller.
Bowl commercial?
Apparently.
Huh.
Let's see here.
I mean, 1984 was shown once.
Was it only once?
It was only one. Any other time you saw it, it was like news or someplace rebroadcasting it. They paid for to show it once.
That's an Apple thing to do.
Let's see. Kevin at Cincy Explorer had Budweiser of What's Up.
What's up?
What's up?
Horrible commercial.
I agree that it was horrible.
It was
It's
it's
no
memorable.
frogs.
I like Bud Bowl much better than that.
Well, that's why it's funny you say that. Dear Diary at Dear Diary Pod, they have a podcast. They had Bud Bowl.
Bud Bowl 1?
He actually had the gift. Yes, he did. Bud Bowl won. I remember watching Bud Bowl as a kid. And I really enjoyed it. I remember when they brought the big fridge out.
The
40 ouncer.
Yeah. That was great marketing.
Was the quarterback Bud Ice at 1 year?
Oh, that's right. What did
Bud Dry, was he in there?
what did everybody think of Charlie from Always Sunny in Philly?
Charlie Day?
Yeah, in every commercial, like he was going throughout it with the Tide Pods.
It's all right.
He was okay. He wasn't great.
Yeah.
Blake, you?
Okay.
Good job, Blake. So, anything else about the Super Bowl commercials?
Any other Super Bowl commercials stand out to anybody this year?
There was this Trump commercial.
About prison reform?
I know. I saw it through the window. I wasn't even watching at that point. I'm like, they put a Trump commercial during the Super Bowl?
Yes, they did.
I missed it.
He's reforming impeachment.
One impeachment at a time. I like the Jason Momoa one was funny.
Yeah, that was good.
When he's just ripping off his...
But he removed his amp.
I know. God. But was that for Realtor or Zillow? Like, I don't remember what it was for, though. That's the
Rocket
problem.
Mortgage.
Rocket Mortgage.
See, that's the danger of getting a really good commercial like that. It's really funny and memorable, is that people actually lose the message that you're actually trying to get across. But it was really good. I think it was really funny.
I did like the one P&G commercial where they had a bunch of different brands in there and different mascots. And
My kids loved it because they kept saying, my hiney is clean.
It's Charmin clean.
What about Baby Nut?
Oh, fuck Baby Nut. Stupid Mr. Peanut came back as a baby. Oh, Baby Yoda's popular. Let's make it Baby Peanut.
So much for killing it.
I did like how the tear, though, that fell on the grave is what watered it
From
enough
Kool-Aid?
for him to
Mr.
grow.
Kool-Aid,
Yeah.
Yeah, I did like the Kool-Aid thing.
The Cool Ranch Doritos commercial.
Which one was that?
Don't remember that.
That was...
Oh, that was good.
I'm trying to remember who was in it.
Little Nas X and Sam Elliott.
Yes.
Sam Elliott would shoot that
Yeah,
guy.
the high noon standoff.
Yeah.
I missed it.
I did like the Google with the Alzheimer, guy trying to remember his wife. I thought that was
Alzheimer's so funny.
No, I
thought that was a very nice commercial.
I
well
thought it
done.
was a terrible commercial.
Wasn't
Why?
really
I'm like-
expecting to cry during the Super Bowl.
Like I said, Alzheimer's about a dead lady. This is terrible. I hate you, Google.
It's like the beginning of Up.
The best 20 minutes of any Pixar film. I did hate Verizon pandering to the lowest common fucking denominator of, we are 5G, but we're not anything without the first responders. Congratulations, first responders, nothing there. But it's like, it was such a pandering of fucking Verizon doing that. I hated that. I hate when companies do that shit.
Yeah, but I thought the biggest pandering was the halftime show.
I missed the halftime show. I was putting two of my kids to bed.
Oh.
That was the best part. On mute.
Yes, you definitely have to mute it.
Now, time out, because it was very inappropriate for children, I heard.
It was
I
very
don't know.
appropriate. It showed a lot of anatomy.
But
They're still wearing as much clothes as cheerleaders.
More.
They had more
that was
clothes
a
than
full
Adam
body.
Levine last year.
that's the issue. Adam
That was
Levine.
neck to ankle bodysuit, just because it was flesh colored, is the only.
I like how I like the meme on Facebook is all the moms last year, oh, look at Adam Levine. This year, this is disgusting.
My kids are watching this.
I do like the people that were saying, this is like going to a strip club. I'm like, have you been to a strip club? This is not a strip club.
Not a thing like a strip
You
club.
have these sex scenes, and then you have kids in cages.
She was doing pole dancing during the
Well,
set.
yeah, well,
That was because of her movie. She was tying in her movie.
Yeah.
And other than the fact that she really can't sing, all she can do is dance. So there you
J-Lo.
go. Yeah.
Which that movie wasn't as bad as the previews made it look.
I wanted to see it.
It was actually a pretty good movie.
We watched a 2020 thing about the true crime of it, like the true story of it, and it was really interesting. I had no issue with it. I mean, well, they were drugging people, which probably wasn't good, but, at the same time, these rich assholes, fuck them.
Although I would give her credit for sneaking in the little bit of the, quote unquote, the slight political undertone of the whole thing. But I still thought I was pretty tastefully done. I mean, if you're going to do something, to make a political statement, because I was watching, and I was like, I was at my in-laws with everybody in the family. I'm like, hey, are those children in cages? And they're like, what are you talking about? There was only like a flash of that. It looks like they tried to stay away from when they brought on the all the little girls, and they had them in the little, what are those little things you could put in your backyard? Not haciendas.
Charts.
Dog houses.
Gazebos. Yeah, it looked like little lit up gazebos or carriage gazebos. They had all the kids in. I'm like, did she just put the children in cages? What? And it was like, sure enough, that's what it was. I'm like, oh, that's pretty neat.
And then everybody going crazy about Shakira's Zagruda is what it's called.
Ululation.
The that she was paying homage to her Arab back, and everybody's going crazy about that. No, it's actually something she did that you don't see ever in this culture.
It was actually better on mute when you went back and watched it again.
I still say Shakira is one of the smartest people in music. She knows how to produce, and she knows she keeps around for 20 years so far.
And also, those hips don't lie.
God, I love Shakira.
That's talent.
I love Shakira.
I think the best thing I saw coming out from the halftime show was Pete Blackburn from CBS Sports tweeted out, thanks NFL, my son just dry humped a hole into our sectional couch. I hope you're happy.
And then the first response to it was it a pullout?
You know what, though, Jim? You know what? You know how you won't see this political shit on XFL this week, baby. Saturday and Sunday, it starts.
Oh, that starts this week?
Oh, it starts. Josh Johnson, highest paid quarterback in the league. Actually, he's not the highest paid quarterback. Fantasy-wise, he's the most expensive in an auction bid.
Did Ocho Cinco make it as a kicker?
He did not actually try out.
Well, that's a shame because Seattle's kicker just couldn't pass the physical, so they needed a kicker today. He was smoking on the field.
Well, I'll be too busy, doing my Oscar pre-gaming on Sunday to watch that crap.
It's on Saturday, 2 p.m.
Well,
2,
you
5.
said Saturday and Sunday.
Yes.
I told you I won't be watching it on Sunday.
I'm taping the season.
We'll be too busy.
What
I'll be too
team?
busy
What team you
pre-gaming
cheering
Xavier
for?
Basketball on Saturday.
They play Saturday?
Yes.
I'll be rooting for. It was a long, hard pick. I gotta pick a team. I'm going Tampa, the Vipers, and the reason is because they have visors in their helmets that are giant, like they look like snakes coming at you, like with the eyes.
Oh boy!
And I'm like, done. I like it. So thanks to number one fan Doug for tweeting that. Now them and Aaron Murray is their quarterback.
Oh, I don't know who that is.
Georgia quarterback who couldn't make it in the NFL.
Well,
Kansas City drafted him, I think.
I'm pretty sure Kansas City did. He had a great career at Georgia and then broke his leg. And then,
that's right.
And then got drafted, but never actually passed physicals or made a team after that.
But
So Vince McMahon's physicals aren't as strict.
Oh, he's now past it, but in his rookie year he wasn't healthy.
if you watch wrestling, they're not strict.
Aren't steroids encouraged in that league?
They all drug
Be doing
Olympics.
steroids on the sidelines. There is there is sports betting in Vegas for this, so get excited about that.
Yay!
Canada is now showing it on one of their networks, so they're now And I was listening to an XFL podcast today. Yes, because I wanted to hear their predictions and just see some of them. And they're like, "We're now international now." I was like, "Canada's not I mean, I guess, but
they are a different nation.
I get it, but
Hold on. You meant they said they were intranational?
yes." Thank you, Blake. Thank you.
You really have no life, do you, Jason?
No, well, I was working. I just had it on in the background.
I'll watch
You
some
really
XFL.
do no work.
I do. It's just on in the background. I have XFL.
I'll watch XFL until March Madness, and then I'm going to need something to get me to spring, baseball.
Real quick, some guys, Houston Roughnecks, they have defensive end Connie Ely, E-A-L-Y. Remember him?
No,
Coney Ely.
Coney Ely.
Do
thank
they
you.
let the Roughnecks wear handkerchiefs
they should.
on their uniform?
That would be kind of fun.
It would be kind of fun. Well, if you're going to allow visors with eyes and teeth and stuff, I think that is pretty cool, actually, to tell you the truth. I wish the NFL would allow players to pick their colors for their visors and everything. It'd be nice if you could match it with your uniforms. But
I'm sure they won't care.
They're busting on like OBJ because it wasn't, regulation tint.
They did say that they the colors of their shoes and like gloves and that they don't care about.
Yeah.
Dallas Renegades have Jazz Ferguson, wide receiver.
They should wear.
He was a blue chip prospect out of high school who left LSU due to a failed drug test and academic issues. So he'll be fine.
Can they wear spurs on their shoes?
Houston and Dallas?
Yeah.
I like it.
Who's St. Louis have? That's where I'm cheering.
Hold on. Tampa Bay has Quentin Flowers, running back, quarterback.
Yep.
Ah.
Did you say there's a St. Louis team?
There's the St. Louis.
What's their
Hold on. DC Defenders have Cardell Jones.
Defenders?
Ohio State quarterback.
Landry Jones is with the Dallas Renegades.
Yay.
St. Louis.
Former Pittsburgh player.
Here you go. So they're going through all these top 10 guys to look at, one per each team. St. Louis Battlehawks. Punter, Marquette King.
Sweet. The punters are what hold the teams together. In a league that doesn't allow punting?
He's the only person in the league that has, in the startup league, who earned all pro status in the NFL. He's 31 years old.
There you go. So he's the most experienced football player of the bunch.
He's the one that John Gruden cut.
From the Raiders.
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
That's right.
Because he was doing his own thing with fake punts and stuff. You know.
And-
Well, yeah, that's kind of tough to have on your team when you're faking a punt. And the rest of the team doesn't know it.
What?
The XFL power rankings #1 is DC Defenders. So just let everybody know. Just let you know.
No.
I'm excited.
You know what
why?
we could
Because I think it's going to be. Why not? It's something you can put on TV and watch.
You know what you
Fine.
should do like next week or something? Is like pick a special uniform item for each team. You know.
What do you mean?
Well, you got the Spurs. We got handkerchiefs.
Okay.
We got neckerchiefs.
Okay, Vipers.
You got the you got the visors.
They got the
Right.
visors,
Battlehawks, they carry swords.
axes, like the giant axes.
Okay.
I like that. Dragons, Seattle Dragons. What do they bring? Komodo dragons,
They spit fire.
I just say wings.
Breath weapon.
wings.
They have breath weapons.
So
What about defenders? Where do they get shields? Can they wear shields on the? I mean, blocking. They had the best blocking line. You know, in all the XFL, they got
Connecting
shields,
Fouling shields.
crowd control shields.
when did this become one of those medieval restaurants that you have to bring? You eat turkey legs at.
I think we just doubled the XFL viewership.
I like it. I like it.
They're up to
I
4?
mean, like medieval times.
Yeah.
That was a great medieval times skit 2 weeks ago.
That's what I meant. Sorry, Tampa Bay Vipers had former Cleveland Browns speedster Antonio Callaway, and then he got injured in the preseason, so he's out for the year.
It's kind of ironic you say speedster when he's high all the time. Would be a little slower.
Mark Trestman is the head coach there.
Don't know who that is either.
Former
Bears.
coach.
Yep. Coach, here you go, Jeff. Last thing, St. Louis Battlehawks. You showed root for them. Coach Jonathan Hayes, formerly the longtime tight ends coach for the Cincinnati Bengals, is the head coach.
There we go.
Yeah.
He's never overseen a staff before. There you go.
Maybe a staph infection.
Well, he's not from Cleveland.
Oh, good point.
Yeah, we got the market on that.
Matt Jones is running back for them.
Matt Jones?
Yes.
Like, is he too old?
The ex-Redskins starter.
No.
Oh, different Matt Jones.
Yeah.
I thought you meant the one from Jacksonville or...
No, he's in jail.
Yeah, that's what I... Yeah.
They also have
The guy who
standout.
was cutting coke on the
But...
the divider on his car because he was stopped at a green light and he couldn't find his ID to give the cop the thing, even though he was holding his hand cutting the coke.
Cutting the coke with his driver's license.
Who was this?
Matt Jones.
Matt. Oh, okay.
He was like the college quarterback turned wide
Arkansas.
receiver.
Was he on Jacksonville?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm excited about the XFL. I really am.
Can the XFL put a winning team in Ohio?
No.
They didn't put any team in Ohio.
Next year they're expanding to at least 4 more teams, is what they're saying.
They need
If
to
they
go,
make it through the first season,
They need to go to cities without NFL representation.
I agree.
Youngstown Assassins.
Love it. The Youngstown Mafia.
Youngstown Mafia. Yeah, that's where I was going.
Salt Lake City Mormons.
Or
Utes.
Youngstown UAW Local 312.
Are they a closed shop, though?
Well, yeah.
Anyways, so XFL next week. I'm excited.
Is anybody excited for this?
I really am. Why? Because it's just going to be a spectacular car wreck to watch.
I watched one play in the last XFL attempt.
When they got injured on the opening kickoff,
Yeah.
or to get the ball first.
Yeah, on the opening sprint, and the guy's injured and out for the season. I went, I don't think I need to watch any more of this. That's going to pretty much sum up the entire league.
So over under on seasons 1.
2.
I don't.
Oh, I'm going over.
Well, I'm not going under. They're going to finish 1.
They got Fox,
Under.
ABC,
Yeah, that's what the
AFL.
If you have enough TV money behind it, it may work. I'm going to say maybe 1.
Just to let you know, Fox, CBS, ABC, and ESPN all have TV rights.
Well, what about the Arena Football League and Arena Football League 2?
Oh, that's dead.
They are dead?
Yeah, they
All
closed
right,
up shop
there you
this
go.
year.
Well, then maybe 2.
I'm going 2. I think
Yeah.
XFL has a shot.
I'm going the over because I think they will not only finish this year, but I think they will at least start a second season.
At least start. Scab?
I know nothing.
Doesn't
about
matter.
this.
Doesn't matter.
Over, because everybody else said over, and only because everyone else said over.
Hackney?
I'll take the under.
You know what? You should be rooting for it for many years so Vince can get his hands off the WWE product.
That'll never happen.
I'm hoping.
You don't need
how
the
does go back
WWE
to-
product. You have the AEW.
How'd this go back to wrestling again? Come on.
Moving on.
Let's do some listener feedback.
All right, no, it's time for the bomb listener feedback, sponsored by Shakira's Hips. Why not?
Do they lie?
No. Let's go. We start off with this first guy,
Doug.
Number 1 fan?
A-Pans.
formerly
7.
known as
Can't give yourself a nickname.
Von Hammer. We start off with a wrestling question.
Yes, we do.
Did this on purpose. Is it Van Hammer or Von Hammer?
Van Hammer.
Well, you should go with Von Hammer.
Von Hummer.
Von Hammer.
Okay, go ahead.
The ex-WCW wrestler was arrested for a Dewey and allegedly hitting a 5-year-old boy with his car. I thought hitting a boy. Then he's like, next sentence, with his car. Sorry. Was this the reason he wasn't in the Royal Rumble?
No.
Let's go to intern Hackney for this.
Well, wait. Let's go back. Do you think it's worse to actually punch a 5-year-old boy or to hit a 5-year-old boy with a car? Because it sounded like punching a 5-year-old boy was worse in your mind than hitting them with a car.
Yeah, because why is that boy out in the street playing? Come on.
Depends on
Where's the
intent.
parents?
Yeah, hit it when you punch a 5-year-old boy. You're probably meaning to do harm.
Yeah.
He probably didn't have harm in his thought process. Granted, it was a drunken thought process.
But then he backed over him, and then he drove over him again frontward.
He was driving 58 miles
Then got out and punched him.
58 miles per hour through a school parking lot?
It was on a Sunday. Hold on. 58 miles in a
in front of a church?
35
Sunday school church?
50,
But the relief in your voice when you found out that he didn't actually punch him, that he only hit him with the car.
Thank goodness it was with his car.
It's all about intent.
Wait, he hit a 5-year-old? Oh, with his car.
Oh, that makes sense.
He was going 58 at a 35 mile per hour zone on a Sunday when his car struck the boy who had veered into the roadway on a bicycle with training wheels.
Yeah, see,
Oh,
there you go.
see?
Van Hammer then fled the scene, and 2 witnesses followed him to his home and basically dragged him back. So there you go.
All right, this is what I learned as a former insurance agent. Well, not agent, for a former insurance employee. When he got home, he should have just grabbed the bottle of liquor and started chugging.
Yeah.
Because they can't prove he was drunk at the time because he started chugging. And you're like, I was so upset, I just started drinking alcohol.
It was at 3 p.m. in the afternoon on a Sunday.
I mean, nobody take that advice, please. I'm just saying.
This is his 3rd DUI. He had one in 1985 in Texas and one in Georgia in 2004. The boy is okay, though, right now. So there you go.
That's good, right? There's a happy ending in this story. But not for Von Hammer.
And intern Hackney, you're the wrestling guy. Let's see. What's your take on this one? What do you think, first off, of Van Hammer?
Yeah, I mean, I was never really that big of a fan of him.
He's no Greg the Hammer.
Oh, that's true. That is true.
I don't know this Van Hammer guy, but would the 5-year-old boy would have been better off being hit by a car or being hit by
He's
Van Hammer
muscular.
with his fist.
Well, you figure the guy was drunk, so he probably was just like throwing fists if he was going to punch him. So you'd probably be better if he got punched.
Actually, probably not, because he was gigantic. He was like 6'7".
He was a big guy. He was a big guy.
So I think the car probably would have been
It was a
better.
Ford Fiesta.
Yeah. So is the kid better off being hit by a car or being pile driven
Well,
by?
I think in this
by
case,
a wrestler.
Well,
in
Van
this
Hammer
case, he
didn't
was,
really pull his punches that well either.
No.
No.
well, in this case, he was better off being hit by the car.
So it was a happy ending.
It doesn't say the boy died or went to the hospital.
He did go to the hospital.
Oh,
He's
shit.
okay though.
Oh,
He's
shit.
fine.
Oh,
He's fine.
there you go. Okay,
He's fine. He's fine.
All right.
But at least
So,
it wasn't domestic abuse. That's the good part.
it's all about intent. You're right. It wasn't domestic
hit him with an
abuse.
air
It was
guitar.
accidental.
What else?
Air guitar? You hit people with your air
Yes,
guitar?
because Van Hammer used to play an air guitar.
You know, it's pretty bad when Jason throws his air guitar in the air and it hits him on the head and knocks him out.
It's
Who is
happened.
he, Chris Novoselic?
He's gotten 3 concussions from his air guitar.
What?
At least that's what I do when I'm playing Rock Band and I spin my guitar around and it hits me in the back of the head. After I get 5 stars.
Yeah, but you're also drunk and you just bought $100 worth of music. I mean, let's put this on to.
But $100 worth of new songs on Guitar
It
Hero.
was all ABBA.
I had to go to the hospital because my left arm was cramping up so bad.
On the way there, he ran over a 5-year-old boy. He doesn't know if he hit him with the car or his fist because he just had his fist outside the window.
At least you didn't do it right before the World Series
right.
and can't pitch in the World Series because
Was that Fernando Rodney?
yeah, that's who it was.
So I'm going to have to claim disability at work because I played too much Rock Band. Both my wrists, I'm losing feeling in my
Yeah, that's the
fingers.
reason why your wrists are sore.
Has nothing to do with all that porn he's watching.
Or Shakira ululating on an endless loop over and over again.
He really likes his pizza delivery porn.
I did see a picture of the halftime stage with Shakira and Jennifer Lopez.
With the taco flavored kisses. Did see
Yeah, I
that.
like that.
I hope I answered your question, Doug.
That's right. I'm going to do the rest of my listener feedback. Yes, with the Jennifer Lopez. Hello. If you were only on YouTube, they could see the effects. All right.
Mitch Connor?
Yeah. Rich Connor.
Mitch Connor.
Hey, my name is Mitch Connor, and I hate people.
I like tacos and burritos.
All right.
Oh,
From
like
Jeannie.
Stooge.
Guys,
Genie of Hobie.
will I survive my rock concert cruise this week?
Probably not.
I need this vacation. How many drinks will be purchased for me because I'm Canadian of the Year? Here's hoping to I get to wrestle a sweet. See, more wrestling.
I think it's a different type of wrestling.
Okay, the first thing you do when you get on the boat is let everyone know that you're the Canadian of the Year.
First thing is you tell people that you do not have the coronavirus. Because then the boat's going to be shut down.
Yeah, if you tell them you have it, then you ruin it for everybody.
I'd say first thing you need to do is learn how to swim.
No, they give you life jackets. You don't need
It worked
to learn.
well for the Titanic.
Stay away
They
from the
didn't
zombies.
give them life jackets. That was the problem.
What's that?
No, it was too cold is the problem.
Stay away from
They
the
all had
zombies.
life jackets.
No zombies.
Leo, when he sank to the bottom, did not have a life jacket.
There was room on that piece of furniture.
Yes.
It was a part of a wall. It
move
wasn't a
over.
door.
Move over.
Jeannie, go find the Rock Band 4 club room.
Anyways, how many? The Canadian of the Year is a very prestigious award, and you should basically never have to pay for anything on that ship.
And pretty much when you walk in, the first crew member to greet you, just say, Jeannie, Canadian of the Year, or Jeannie of Hobie, Canadian of the Year, and they should wait on you hand and foot.
And if they don't, make sure you get indignant and say, "Do you know who I am?" as much as you possibly can.
And slap them with your actual trophy.
Yeah, I was going to say maybe we should be handing out T-shirts, and then that way would everybody know rather than her walking around with a floppy. She may get arrested.
It's on the necklace. Nothing wrong with that.
Double-sided.
I will say Nisi is making a run for it, though, because she's sending us cookies.
Ooh.
So I told her she would be definitely nominated for Canadian of the Year.
Oreo cookies?
I don't know.
Because I know she likes our Oreo challenges.
If only somebody here at this table would, try to win a floppy by giving us good stuff instead of vape pens. Moving on.
That's what I had.
Vape pens and shitty Oscar picks.
Hey, when you rob vape stores, they don't have cookies. They have vape pens.
From outside the long box. Said, taking out all the fanfare and emotion, would you rather watch season 1 of Firefly or season 1 of The Mandalorian?
I'd rather watch season 2 of Firefly.
Oh.
That hurts. It hurts so bad. It hurts.
I think this one is easy because I've seen season 1 of Firefly and I haven't seen season 1 of The Mandalorian. So I'd rather see something I haven't seen yet.
Jim,
So
what would
that's
you
my
pick of those two? They're both good.
I'd probably say The Mandalorian now because I've seen Firefly probably 2 or 3 times. And
Doesn't
Mandalorian I've only watched
Firefly
once.
end prematurely?
No.
Well,
it should have been on for more seasons.
They
but
didn't renew it, so it only had 13, 14 episodes.
That's why I said season 2 of Firefly.
Jokes are way better when you have to explain them.
I'm going with Mandalorian, I think. I think Mandalorian. It's coming back October 2020 this year, which is sooner than they thought, or the media was talking about. Falcon and Winter Soldier is August of this year, and WandaVision is December. Announced
What about
today.
Loki?
Loki, I think, is 2021 spring.
Oh, so I won't even have to get Disney Plus until August, is what you're telling me?
Correct. Correct.
All right, so I saw that, and I was like, okay, I got it, all the references and stuff, and I did a little bit of reading about the cookies, the things in that commercial for the Marvel
Cookies or Easter eggs?
Easter eggs. Well, we're talking cookies here.
Did you see that Oreo, Jim? Ooh.
No, they left little things in your browser so they can find you.
Kids and haciendas, and anyways. So what's the deal with WandaVision? Because I'm watching it, and it looks like she's in a I Love Lucy episode, and then I Dream of Jeannie episode. Is this? And supposedly I read this is like after Vision, after the end game. So this is like. Is this like
is it after Endgame?
I thought it was. So is this like her pretending what life would be like with Vision, and they're doing it in like different mock-up episodes? I mean, explain this to me. I don't get.
They
it.
said that
I don't know.
They
we'll
think
have to watch it to find out.
They said they were taking it after the book Vision and Scarlet Witch, the comic book series, where she basically made an alternate world for herself because she couldn't deal with Vision dying. So then in that world, it's her and Vision. That she even made up that she has 2 kids with him. So they think that's it.
Yes, because there were 2 floating pacifiers in the scene that they pointed out.
Nice catch. So that's the idea is that it's going to be in this type of world. But they said she makes a pact with a demon in it so she could do this. And then that starts unraveling in that. So
a Mephistopheles.
Yeah, pretty much. Same reason why Aunt May survived. Peter Parker's not married anymore.
And Aunt May's not dead.
Fucking one more day.
All right. So
One more. That's all they got was one more day.
Fucking
okay. Sean at Pittsburgh Nerd says, when you're stuck on the toilet and you don't have your phone with you, what is your go-to reading material?
The book that I bring with me to the bathroom.
The back of the 409 bottle.
The Uncle John's bathroom readers. I've got those.
Scab?
It's got to be the closest bottle of soap or shampoo or something that has something on it to
You'd think after
occupy my
30-something
time.
years you know how to use shampoo, but damn it, you still got to read it.
Well, but it has it in English and French, so you can learn some French while you're.
I don't think
I don't think my shampoo has French.
What kind of crazy shampoo do you have? The
German shampoo?
non-Canadian shampoo?
Oh.
I do not have Canadian shampoo.
All my shampoo that I've ever had is Canadian. Oh, I guess I haven't had shampoo in a while, but body wash that I've had in a while.
I don't know if I would use anything that's made for a shower in Germany. Just saying.
Oh.
You had to go there.
Or an oven.
We apologize to everyone.
Ich eine Berliner.
I thought you were
You're
going
a jelly
with.
donut?
I thought you were
Yeah.
going with the whole porn thing with what you said, and
Nope.
then you said oven, and then I'm like,
Oh,
oh
yeah.
no.
It's funnier when you have to explain the joke.
All right, next from Mikael. He says, what was something you thought was really cool in your youth that you think is terrible now, like the windbreakers or your flock of seagulls haircut?
Anyone?
Hair metal.
Wrestling.
Hey!
Teddy
Yeah.
Ruxpin.
I can agree with wrestling. Yeah.
Scab?
The
George.
never-ending story.
Oh.
I really liked that when I was a kid, and then I watched it recently, and the special effects are just awful, and the plot's awful, and everything's awful about that movie.
I'm going with Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, movies and like the cartoon and that.
Well,
not-
yeah, those weren't good.
I liked it.
The comic book was good,
Comic book, yeah,
but the cartoons were ruining the comic book for children. God.
Transformers.
Yeah,
Go Bobs.
Transformers don't hold up here. Nor did G.I. Joe.
Transformers were cool until Michael Bay got his hands on
Yeah,
them.
he ruined them.
I like that question though. That was a good one.
What about the reverse?
We'll do that next week.
Oh, that's next
Oh,
week.
there you go. The next, finally wrapping it up here, Professor Numero Uno at El Doctor Numero Uno. He said, worst thing about Star Wars, Rose Tico or Baby Yoda?
I'm going to go to Skywalker family.
Skywalker family.
The surrogate family?
All of them.
The adopted daughter?
Intern Hackney, you're a big Star Wars fan. What do you say?
What is that?
You're a big Star Wars fan. Which one are you going?
No, what are you guys talking about?
Rocky 3 or Rocky 4?
If it wasn't for the Skywalker,
Doing it this week.
if it wasn't for the Skywalker family, maybe all these problems wouldn't have existed.
Jeff, what do you say?
I don't know who Rose Tico is.
Rose from the Star Wars movies?
Neither did the third movie.
Kelly Marie Tran's character.
Still not ringing a bell.
She helps Finn out in the second one in Last Jedi. Asian woman.
Oh, okay.
I was going to say Korean.
Again, the Star Wars is one of the 5 movies that Jeff has not seen.
Yeah, there are only 5 movies that are nominated for Oscars that I haven't seen, and Star Wars is one of them.
Really? Mm-hmm. I hate you.
I didn't like. There were good things about Baby Yoda, and then there were bad things. Like Baby Yoda was the Deus Ex Machina whenever things got too tough.
Oh, I
At
agree.
the same time, without him, it wouldn't have worked because he had to be this cute thing.
I agree. I agree with that.
So
That has nothing to do with the movie.
Baby Yoda.
But you know what,
Oh,
Baby Yoda?
okay.
You don't punch him either. It's like a 5-year-old. You don't punch a 5-year-old. You don't punch Baby Yoda.
Hold on.
50 years old.
But hold on, you could hit him with a land speeder if you're drunk.
Oh. Fucking Chewy. Let's do News of the Geek.
It's time for another installment of the News of the Geek.
Okay, it's going to be an Oscar edition, but before we get to that, we got 2 quickies here. 2 quickies. One, today is February 4th. Is that correct?
Yes.
National Thank a Mail Carrier Day.
We thanked our mail carrier at work today.
Did you?
We did.
So, A-Pants, thank you. Thank you for always delivering at least 66% of the stuff, according
Thanks,
to
Dad.
Misaki.
Of course,
He's able, because he works so hard, you can go to Disney in turn.
Right.
our mail carrier is being shadowed this week by a supervisor.
Ah.
It's like, oh, I feel sorry for, the people who don't know how to actually do your job, but are the ones that are telling you you're doing it wrong.
Yeah, so I thank my mail carrier today, too, because without him, the recycling paper business would not exist.
I didn't see my mail carrier today, but I'll have to tell Bunch he's doing a good job.
Are you on his route?
Yes.
Oh, sweet.
Did anybody go to the Utah Jazz, where they honored the mail?
Karl
Carl Malone.
Yeah, that's all this was honoring Karl Malone this week.
It's just Jimmy Kimmel. I call Malone.
Odd thing is, Karl Malone is a postal carrier now. Good job, A-Pans. You know why? Because you don't see it's Thank a FedEx Day. Nope, you don't see that. You don't say you see Thank a UPS driver. No, fuck that. We got mail carriers. Fuck them. Not mail carriers, the other ones. So, congratulations, all mail carriers.
Can female carriers be thanked
Yep.
too? Okay.
Yep.
But not if they're UPS or FedEx.
No, fuck them.
Man.
Yeah.
What about DHL?
Does anyone use DHL?
Not in this country.
Okay, so let's see here. Also, the other thing is, too, real quick here for the news, this is the best one of the week. Many people rely on Google Maps not only for its navigation instructions, but also for its ability to reroute them to avoid heavily congested areas.
In ways.
Yes. This is an article on Google today, or a couple days ago. But unfortunately, German artist Simon Wickert took upon himself to collect 99 secondhand smartphones, started Google Maps navigation on them, and lugged them around his city to generate virtual traffic jams. He has them in a wagon and just slowly walking with them.
Down the street.
There are 99 cars all in this one small block.
He pulled his cart of phones across multiple Berlin streets to demonstrate the correlation between his movements and heavily congested areas on a live Google Maps card. It's possible to reroute traffic away from his area now, this congested area. Let's see. He said he was concerned enough to avoid rush hour and mostly stuck to smaller streets, so he probably only affected a handful of drivers.
Oh, F that. I would have done it at rush hour at the main drag.
The performer references an essay on the power of virtual maps and wants to demonstrate how cartography has changed thanks to Google tools. It is funny. They do in the article. They do show the map that he's on, and it's all orange and red. And it's just a small little stretch.
And the best part is he's like walking down the middle of the street
With a wagon.
99 cell phones in the wagon.
And no cars around
There's
him.
no cars.
There's no cars around him. Just him in the wagon.
Okay, I don't think I saw this in the ad. Mm-hmm. How much did it cost him to activate 99 cell phones for this?
Well, it's Berlin. It can't be much, right?
I don't know.
They were Obama phones. They were free.
Oh, okay.
Which is funny because there is an advertisement on the article for free Obama phones. I kid you not.
So is this a 6-year-old story? What?
No.
No, after Trump took over, all the excess Obama phones were
Went to
exported.
Berlin? Gotcha.
Well, in the defense of this, in those documentaries that took place in Syria and these underground, they all had smartphones and they all had great service and were talking to people on video phone and stuff and watching videos and
Obviously it wasn't-
war-torn Syria.
So obviously Syria doesn't have AT&T as their service provider, so they're okay.
They're 5G.
They don't have Sprint.
The best part is this article says, we don't condone this, blah, 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 but you must have Google Maps navigation onto for this to work.
So if you're using Waze, your
guess
traffic
not.
told you that it was clear sailing.
Let's see here. So there you go. I think that is quite possibly one of the best things ever. It's just the guys walking around with a little cart.
I kind of want to do that and just post that wagon somewhere on 71.
I think that's what happened this morning. 71 southbound was shut down.
It was just a guy with a wagon.
I was in the middle of it with a wagon walking down the street.
See, imitation shooters. Now you're going to have imitation wagon cell phone draggers.
I like it. Anyways, this week we have Scab Jeff here, movie critic to the stars. He was a producer on Sharknado, the first one.
I was not a producer.
Technical advisor. Sorry.
Technical advisor.
Sorry. You're going to get sideways boobs on our show, right? Tara Reid?
Yeah, you're Tara Reid's.
I was trying to, but
personal
she
assistant.
wants nothing to do with you anymore.
Yeah.
Like most women.
You did let her know that Josie and the Pussycats is my favorite movie ever.
She doesn't mind you. It's the goatee.
What?
It's the goatee.
Me?
No, him.
Hey. 1985 called. They want our goatees, Jim. They can't have them.
It's not 85, it was 94.
Yeah.
So you're saying I was ahead of the time?
Yes.
All right.
Let's see here. So we're going to do not all of the Oscar things, just some of the big ones.
Okay.
Performance by an actor and leading role nominee: Antonio Banderas in Pain and Glory, Leo DiCaprio for Once Upon a Time.
What's his name?
DiCaprio.
Who had second line before I screwed something up? DiCaprio in Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. Good job. Adam Driver in Marriage Story. That's a very depressing show.
What they're overlooking is Kylo Ren performance.
It seemed pretty accurate to me.
No, I'm not saying that. It just was. Whew.
As a freshly divorced person, I'm like, whoa, this is pretty good.
Like I've said, my wife and I watched it. We have a pretty good marriage, and even after that, I was like, we may need counseling. This is rough to watch. Joaquin Phoenix and Joker.
Yay.
I don't know. I think you have to disqualify it because there's tons of violence that came out of that movie in the real world, right?
No, that was tons of stair dancing came out of the movie.
But the media said it was going to be lots of violence. Jonathan Pryce in The Two Popes.
You'll have to disqualify that because a lot of Oh, wait, never mind.
So who is your
He
pick?
was the good pope.
Who is your pick in that one?
Joaquin.
Okay.
I liked it. I hope he gets it.
He's wearing the same tux to every...
Now, is that's who you think is going to win? Who do you want to win?
That's who I think is going to win, and I think 100% that's who deserves to win
Okay.
out of that group.
Okay.
I want Adam Driver for his portrayal on Saturday Night Live.
Undercover boss skit.
Yes.
That intern is Kylo Ren, right?
Adam Driver was actually real good in that movie.
He was.
Okay,
He was.
boomer.
Couldn't possibly be the funniest. Hello.
You actually sounded like him too, Blake. That was a...
Do it again.
I can't.
Performance by an actor in a supporting role. Tom Hanks in A Beautiful Day in the Neighborhood. Who's the lead in that?
The guy who plays the reporter.
Not Tom Hanks.
McAvoy?
Yeah.
Is it McAvoy?
Is he the other guy in that movie?
I don't know.
It's the guy who plays the reporter.
Okay, whoever that
Oh, it's the guy from The Americans.
Oh,
Matthew Reese.
Matthew Reese.
Yeah, Matthew Reese.
Not McAvoy.
I thought it was the king puppet.
King
Friday?
Lady Lelaine?
Anthony Hopkins in The Two Popes. I've never even heard of The Two Popes.
Really?
It's,
Because
on Netflix.
it's
It's
been...
on Netflix.
Yeah.
I keep thinking of it as the good pope or whatever, or the next
young pope?
Yeah, the young pope with Jude Law. Al Pacino in The Irishman.
Season 2 of The Young Pope is out now.
Is it?
I don't know.
Joe Pesci.
It actually is.
I thought it was. I couldn't swear to it, so...
You heard it here first.
Or probably not. You probably already heard it.
Let's see here. Joe Pesci in The Irishman, and Brad Pitt in Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
I think Brad Pitt's going to win.
Okay. But who would you pick? Pesci?
Probably Tom Hanks. He made a real good Mr. Rogers.
Okay. Performance by an actress in a leading role. Cynthia Erivo in Harriet. Scarlett Johansson in Marriage Story. Ronan in Little Women.
Saoirse.
Thank you. Charlize Theron in Bombshell. And Renee Zellweger in Judy Bloom.
I'm going with Renee Zellweger and Judy.
Really?
Scarlett Johansson probably deserves it. Bombshell was such a terrible movie.
Was it bad?
Oh, it was awful.
Well, this is the guy who liked La La Land, though.
Oh, okay. But Charlize Theron looked like Megyn Kelly.
I'm not saying it wasn't historically accurate or anything like that. I'm saying it was a terrible movie.
Okay. Performance by an actress in a supporting role. Kathy Bates is nude in Richard Jewell.
That's one of the 5 I haven't seen.
Oh, okay. That's
Laura-
one of them I have. One of the 5 I have seen.
Laura Dern in Marriage Story. I actually think that she deserves it. I don't know about the other ones. I didn't see any of the other ones, but she did a hell of a job in that role.
Yeah, I just thought she did the job.
Really?
I mean,
I liked her.
She played the same person she played in Jurassic Park.
Less dinosaurs in this one. Less dinosaurs. Scarlett Johansson, Jojo Rabbit. Florence Pugh in Little Women. Margaret Robbie in Bombshell. Margot Robbie.
did you say Margot Robbie?
Yes, he did.
I'm going to go with Laura Dern in Marriage Story.
Okay.
I didn't see Kathy Bates.
Kathy Bates was real good, but you've seen Kathy Bates act, and it's pretty much...
Did she have 2 big Great Danes with her?
No, she doesn't have the
Oh.
dogs.
But Margot Robbie was so bad as an actress in that movie. I didn't understand the character because of how bad she acted it. Like she,
Are you being serious?
yeah, I did not know if she wanted to be sexually abused by the
Not
higher ups
abused,
so
but
that she could go up in the company, or if she hated that. And
Maybe she was
half
torn
the
and
time
didn't know
she-
herself.
Well, then you should be able to see that in the actress. But instead, you did not.
What about all the people who are fans of Once Upon a Time in Hollywood that want to give it to Margot Robbie for that, but she's nominated for the other thing? Do you think there are enough of them out there?
No.
Will she be nominated for Birds of
Character was
Prey
pretty
next year?
forgettable.
She was the best
I'm
part
sure
of
she
it.
will.
If Margot Robbie broke out a big sledgehammer and bombshell and hit him over the head,
It would make as much sense as the rest of her character in the... Like, that character made no sense.
And called everyone Puddin'.
pudding.
Hey, Pudding.
And she was probably a lesbian. She was sleeping with women, but then...
That spices the story. Yeah.
I don't understand her character.
So
I want somebody to watch it and explain to me what Margot Robbie is supposed to be in this movie.
And which character, who is she playing?
Just some
Which Fox
intern
News-
who
was it
got what's
so
her
she-
face's job after she
She wasn't
showed
based off of a real person?
Yeah. she was.
She probably was.
Oh.
I'm not really into the whole news politic thing.
You don't know all the Fox News anchors?
I do not know all the
Trisha
Fox
Mackey?
News anchors.
Yes. the local Channel 9.
19.
Channel 19, even worse.
Margot Robbie's Kayla Pospisil.
Okay, so not a
you
real,
go.
probably an amalgam of different people.
No.
That's a real lady?
Yeah.
I don't even know that lady.
It's not Megan Kelly.
Ha!
it's
You were
Rachel
making
Carlson.
fun of me.
Yeah. It's not, take that. Probably the lesser famous of the three.
Yeah, obviously. I never heard of her.
Can I say real quick though? We're going to be seeing a lot of Florence Pugh. By the way, I just saw her. Well, I just saw in my brief Hobie hiatus from last week. I saw Midsummer.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And I really enjoyed that movie. By the way, it is messed up, but I love
That was
I
the
love
same
the
person?
movie. Yeah, that's Florence Pugh.
Oh, I
The
didn't
main
even
star?
recognize
yeah,
her.
yeah, exactly.
That's what I heard. People said they're honoring Florence Pugh for the wrong movie this year.
Yeah,
She should be
because
honored for Midsummer.
I thought it was really good, and and she's also with Scarlett, ironically, with Scarlett Johansson coming up, and Black Widow, and she's in Little Women and all
Does
that
she-
kind of stuff.
she
It's
play
like all of a
Black
sudden
Widow's
she's all
sister?
over the place.
Is she the one that plays Black Widow's sister?
Yeah, I think so.
okay.
Yeah,
You don't think she should have been nominated for Fighting with My Family?
Oh, Paige.
Yeah, I just watched that on Friday.
How was that?
It was all right. It wasn't great, but
oh,
Was
if
the
you
Rock,
didn't like it, how can we expect anyone to
was
like
the
it?
Rock in it more than 10 minutes?
2 scenes.
Sounds great.
That was it.
Was Sylvester Stallone in it?
No, he wasn't.
Oh.
That's why I had to watch Rambo: Last Blood afterwards.
I heard it was terrible. I didn't see it, so I'm not judging it, but a friend of mine who likes Rambo movies told me it was terrible.
Was it Taken, but with Rambo?
Not quite.
Was it Home Alone with Rambo?
Okay, now that I would like to see. Now, is John Rambo the one who's Home Alone?
Oh, yeah.
it was Home Alone with Rocky.
Home Alone with John Rambo. This guy's trying to rob it. He just unmercifully kills them.
They come in, he has a rocket launcher.
3-minute movie?
No. This was a really big gang.
Hey, we're going on a family vacation. Oh, we left Grandpa at home.
He goes shopping by himself.
With them grandma at home with all the loaded weapons.
He's got fatigues. He's going to the
The
grocery store.
neighborhood's in so much trouble.
So this gang is as big as the police force in Italy in 6 Underground?
Yes.
I don't know how many police people they had in that opening chase, but Michael Bay really packed them in there.
Okay, so the next category is the one.
Police, I'm sorry, no, it was the mob. I think they were outrunning.
Stop talking about
Maybe
Michael Bay.
both.
Scab Jeff, this is the one that I'm most interested in because I think I've seen the most of these. All except I Lost My Body. Best animated feature: How to Train Your Dragon: The Hidden World, I Lost My Body, Klaus, Have you seen that?
Yeah, it was
It was
good.
damn good.
It was a real
it was
good
on
Christmas
Netflix.
movie.
Yes. It started off odd, and it was an odd film.
Yeah.
But I'm like, this got really good. Like my kids wanted to watch a Christmas film, and so we were watching.
If I saw that back when I was a kid, that would be one of my favorite Christmas movies.
They have watched it probably 4 times since then, even after Christmas. It was really well done. But it's like the origin story of Santa Claus, but like a very odd take on it. Like they go to a town that he's living in the woods, but like there's 2 rival gangs, families, or whatever. Like the whole town. Yeah, but it's an animated film. And it's really good. Missing Link.
I thought you said Klaus.
No.
And I'm like, ooh, this is like some German.
No, it's probably what it's really called, Klaus. But he's because
I'm calling it Klaus
because it's with a K.
Missing Link. I saw some of that this weekend. My kids rented it. They really enjoyed it.
I saw it. It was okay.
Didn't I see the meme about this? The big thing about the Missing Link is somebody had to have sex with the monkey. Never mind.
Should we cut that out? I can do that right now.
I have no idea what that happened.
Look it up.
Anyways, and Toy Story 4.
I'm picking Toy Story 4,
Okay.
but I Lost My Body is by far the best.
Okay. I'm going with Klaus. Klaus? Great, now you got me saying Klaus.
I don't have you saying it. You said it originally.
I really hope that wins. It won't, but I would like to see it win.
I think I Lost My Body is one of my top 5 films of the year.
My 10-year-old, soon-to-be 10-year-old, I asked him which of these movies, he didn't see I Lost My Body, but he saw the other 4, would he pick? And he picked How to Train Your Dragon.
That wasn't bad
That
either.
was beautiful, the ending in that. Very well done. But he picked that above all of them. Klaus. Damn it, Klaus. Klaus is 2. And then he picked Toy Story 4 after that. And Missing Link 4th. So, achievement in directing. Irishman, Martin Scorsese. Todd Phillips for The Joker. Sam Menendez for 1917. Menendez.
I like
He didn't kill his parents.
That you know of.
Quentin Tarantino for Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. And Bong Joon-ho in Parasite.
I'm going to go with Sam Mendes, but I think Todd Phillips deserves it.
Okay.
Maybe Bong Joon-ho.
I can't believe you said that, Jeff.
I
All the people talking about how Greta Gerwig was screwed out of not being nominated. I guess Little Women directed itself. And people are like, but there's only 5 nominations. Who would you cut out? All of them unanimously said Todd Phillips.
it was
So all the
beautifully done.
SWJs don't think Todd Phillips should have even been sniffing a nomination.
He did do Hangover
And?
3.
Oh, yeah.
And they're still angry about that one.
I'm angry about Hangover 3.
So, Jeff, are you rooting for Greta Gerwig's boyfriend to win more Oscars than she wins this year?
I'm not rooting for that at all. Well, she's not nominated for anything, so...
She is.
Yes, she is.
Is she? What was she nominated for?
Writing.
We're getting to it.
I mean, come on. Who hasn't adapted Little Women, though?
I did it in plot lines a couple weeks ago.
You mean every time we do plot lines?
Best documentary, American Factory, The Cave, The Edge of Democracy, For Sama, and Honeyland. I'm rooting for Honeyland because that's a fun title.
Oh, Honeyland is my favorite film of the year. Like,
What is
out
it?
of everything.
Real quick, 2-sentence thing. What is it?
Bees.
Beekeeper in Macedonia.
Interesting. Okay.
Meets Wicker Man.
But that's not who I'm picking. That's not who I'm picking because Obama's going to win. But
Is he the
Honeyland
Edge of
should.
Democracy?
No, he's American Factory.
Oh, okay.
Okay, now, in Macedonia, is it the country of Macedonia, which I suppose became North Macedonia because there is the Greek area that gets pissed off that Macedonia stole their name?
Yeah, is it
or is it the Greek area of Macedonia?
Is it Macedonia?
You
or
don't
is it the
really
Macedonia?
know. They're speaking Turkish and Serbian and they don't really say where they are and they're out in the big
It's probably
field.
not the Greek one then if they're not speaking
Is it
Greek,
subtitles?
but speaking Serbian.
It's subtitled, yes,
No,
and it's not
you have to
shot
know
like a
what they're-
documentary at all. It's shot like a real movie.
Okay. I'm going to agree with you on your documentaries because You've never led me astray on documentaries. I will say that.
I saw a documentary just last night, actually. Is the one I've been wanting to see for a while, but I got around to. Did you ever see Dig? It's about 15 years old. It's about
I wasn't
it's
even
about
born
the
yet.
Divergent. Yeah, 2004. No, it's about the.
So you're not old enough to see half these movies.
Yeah, it's a divergent career of the Dandy Warhols and the Brian Jonestown massacre.
No,
No, it's really good.
I haven't even heard of it.
I was a Danny Warhol fan back in the day, 15 years ago. Still am, But it is kind of interesting if you want to see what substance abuse does to ruining talent. It's a good train wreck.
Achievement in music written for motion pictures. Original song. I Can't Let You Throw Yourself Away from Toy Story 4. Music and lyrics by Randy Newman. I'm just sitting here under an apple tree.
No, it's,
Right
I
foot.
can't let you throw yourself away. I can't let you throw. That's what he does. Through the entire
foot,
song.
left foot, right foot, left foot.
Is he related to Gary Newman from Cars?
No.
I wish. I'm going to Love Me Again from Rocket Man. Music by Elton John. Lyrics by Bernie Taupin. I'm Standing With You. I'm Still Standing. From Breakthrough. Music and lyric by Diane Warren.
That was the worst movie that I saw that's nominated for a
Breakthrough.
breakthrough. It's the one where the kid falls through the ice so everybody
Oh,
prays.
God, the Christian one.
Yeah.
Oh.
Is that the only thing it's nominated for, or is it nominated for other things?
No, that's the only
it.
thing.
Worst film of the
So
year.
you made it to see that one for the song. You could have just listened to the song.
It's streaming. If it's streaming, I can watch it. If it's in the movie theater,
Spoilers.
it's a little...
He survives.
Ruin it.
Into the Unknown from Frozen 2. Music and lyric by Kristen Anderson Lopez and Robert Lopez. That was actually not a bad song. I enjoyed it. Did you like Frozen 2?
I did not at all, but the song was probably the best of these.
Very disappointed. The last half was okay. I thought the first half was awful.
I did not enjoy it.
There
I
no-
was wondering when they did the nominations, Frozen 2 didn't get nominated for Best Animated Feature.
And I'm okay
then
with
I
that.
watched it, and I'm like, okay.
If they let Jennifer Lopez choreograph the
Frozen
dance
2.
scenes in Frozen 2.
I think that
do you have a Disney princess fetish?
Frozen pole?
sounds nasty. Stand Up from Harriet. Music and lyric by Joshua Brian Campbell and Cynthia Ervio. Which one are you picking?
I'm picking Stand Up, and I think it probably deserves it.
Okay.
Elton John could win, though, so I
I'm-
might miss this one.
I'm cheering for Bernie Taupin to win, just so I can say the guy that wrote "We Built This City" won an Oscar.
Has as many as Martin Scorsese.
Does he only have one? I thought he had.
Did he win a second one?
I thought he only got one.
Yeah.
Okay,
Because
he didn't
3-6
produce
Mafia.
anything. He only.
3-6 Mafia had more than him for a while.
Well, yeah.
And Eminem.
Yes. Best adapted screenplay: Irishman, screenplay by Steven Zaillian. Jojo Rabbit, screenplay by Taika.
Oh, Taika Waititi.
Thank you.
I'm like, I don't know. I don't have an outline.
Sorry.
Why are you looking at me?
Joker, written by Todd Phillips and Scott Silver. Little Women, written for the screen by Greta Gerwig. Two Popes, written by Anthony McCartan, a.k.a. McCutcheon.
I'm going to go Jojo Rabbit, and I think it deserves it.
Okay. The Dipman saw that movie this week.
Now, is Two Popes? That's the song by the Spin Doctors?
I don't know.
One, two.
The Dipman's review of Jojo
Popes.
Rabbit. It's a fucked up
Sit
movie.
Here before you. That's what I said now.
We got two left.
Popes.
Original
Two
screenplay
Popes
nominees.
To adore
Hey!
you. Oh, what? Huh? What?
Two left. Original screenplay. Knives Out
Two
by.
Popes.
Two Popes is sexually assaulted.
I will turn this podcast around right now, young man. I will turn it around. And I will talk wrestling with intern over here.
Let's do it.
Hey, so do you see AEW? Let's see. Knives Out by written by Rian Johnson.
Ryan.
Come on the show and tell us.
I just did.
Riot? No, he has to.
Oh,
It's Ryan. I know it is. Marriage Story by Noah Baumbach. 1917 by Sam Menendez and
Mendez.
Christy Wilson Carnes. Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, written by Quentin Tarantino.
It's Cairns.
And Parasite, screenplay written by Bong Joon-ho and Han Jin-won.
That was a tough one. There's three
First
of them
off, I got
that
three that
could
pretty good.
win.
The last
I'm going to go Parasite.
Okay.
And I think Marriage Story deserves it.
I think Parasite wins because I think they're going to give it to something.
They'll give it
It'll
an
get-
international
Get
feature.
four
Yeah.
films.
Yeah.
Foreign language film.
But I think it's got to get
No, it's
something else.
international feature now.
I didn't change it in my book. They didn't consult me before doing so.
And finally, Best Motion Picture. Ford versus Ferrari. Ugh.
Did you see it?
Yeah. Yeah, I saw it this weekend.
No, you didn't.
You know why? Fuck you! That's what he says.
Enzo.
Fuck you!
I mean, it's just an entire movie of Enzo Ferrari screaming "fuck you" at
Yes,
people, right?
I would see that. The Irishman. I wanted to see that, but I only had one weekend to watch it. Jojo Rabbit, Joker, Little Women, Marriage Story, 1917, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, and Parasite. Which one are you going with?
I was all ready to say 1917, but then it seems Parasite has the
You heard
The
my
hype.
review. You heard my review 2 weeks ago on Hobie.
Of 1917.
I don't listen to Hobie.
I know that's why.
That was the joke. Gosh, if you have to explain it.
I'm gonna go Parasite.
Ooh, bad pick.
I think it's.
What are you
I think
thinking,
it's gonna
Jeff?
win.
I don't know, but I don't think they're going to give it to the other language movie. I think there's enough.
Kind of like what they did with Roma last year.
Yeah, Roma was expected to win, and that cost me an outright win of the.
But that was
trophy.
Netflix, and they hate Netflix.
I really do think that Joker could surprise and win.
Nah, I don't think Joker has a chance.
You don't think?
I think 1917 has a chance. I think Once Upon a Time in Hollywood has a chance. I think Parasite has a chance.
Unfortunately, I think Once Upon a Time in Hollywood has a chance. They're very disappointed in that movie. There was like one cool scene.
Jim, what do you think? What do you think wins? Doesn't matter if you've seen them or not.
1917.
You want 1917?
It won the Golden Globe, if that
Yeah.
matters.
It's comedy, right?
Yes.
Okay. Comedy film.
It's a silent picture too, Jason. It's in black and white.
Fuck this. Intern, what are you saying wins?
I'm going to go with Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
Okay. I'm going Rocky 4 as winning. I think that's nominated this year.
The
can't even-
Irishman? Is that Rocky 4?
Yes. Yes.
That couldn't even win Oscar for Best Movie Ever.
Yes, it did.
No.
So there's your picks.
Highlander won. Duh.
There can only be one. There's your picks. Scab Jeff, you're going to come back next week. We're going to see how you did.
Okay. I think I feel good about this.
Okay. I feel like I know nothing. Actually, I have no idea.
So, how many of these are you actually going to use on your Oscar bracket on Oscar night?
I was just saying ones that I wouldn't use on my Oscar bracket. So you would choose all these, and I'd make all the money and get the trophy.
Unfortunately, these would win, and his Oscar bracket isn't going to win. It's all right.
I should say you should send in a Twitter of your pick so you can compare yours against Scab Jeff.
Ooh, take a picture. Take a picture.
That's the problem is I didn't get to hear all the minor ones, like hair and makeup or all the shorts, and those are the ones I really want to hear from him.
Oh, hair and makeup was Bombshell.
Oh, okay.
That was such a bad movie.
But how was the hair and makeup? Did they look like they were news reporters on
Yes.
Fox News?
Lots of hairspray, lots
I
of
guess
makeup.
so.
I mean, it's TV. Come on.
Anyways.
But
Little
did
Women was
Angelina
excluded
Jolie
from
look like
didn't have makeup.
Maleficent.
Ugh.
Well, she looks like Maleficent because we were told she is Maleficent. I mean, come on.
And she drinks her brother's blood or, ex-husband's blood.
Yeah,
That's
she
what it is.
kissed her brother,
That's
wore
right.
a vial of her husband's blood.
That's it. My bad.
If you're going to get the stupid Hollywood quirks, at least get them right.
No, Jason's going to make up his own.
Do you mind?
Yes, I'm going to correct you.
Well, no. September 11th through 13th. Jeff, what are you going to do?
I'm going to go to the Cincinnati Comic Expo.
Scab Jeff, you're going to be there, aren't you?
I will.
Okay, maybe your girlfriend will actually do better on trivia this year. It's Duke Energy Convention Center in Cincinnati, Ohio, September 11th through 13th.
You know who else I heard was going to be there?
Who?
The intern.
Intern, you going to be there?
I will be there, yes.
Yeah, look at that. Ape Hands, number one fan Doug's going to be there.
Unless Rocky Marathon is on AMC that week.
Oh, we're going to have that at our booth, just recurring. Actually, just the montage of Rocky 4. You know who else is going to be there? Brad from the Cinema Guys. He'll be there.
Yes.
So, we got some big things going on this year for us there for Hobie, and we'll talk about it when we're allowed to. But, since September 11th through 13th, get your tickets in a couple weeks. I would say a couple weeks. It's February right now, so that's when they usually go on sale. Get the VIP tickets because they're usually a lot more reasonable the first weekend that they go on sale.
Yes, get them early and use them. I mean, one VIP ticket is pretty much will get you more than you'll get with just a regular.
You'll get all weekend for a VIP as opposed to the price of one ticket usually.
Yeah,
per
maybe
Saturday.
a little more than 1 day, but
Yeah.
you get 3 days worth for a little bit more than 1 day.
And you get
Perks.
perks, good seating at the booth at the panels,
And
you can and if you bring your VIP to us, you can play trivia.
that
Yep.
people VIPs get preferential trivia
Yep.
treatment.
Yep, especially above some people. If
I
you fall out of a chair.
I know who Brad from the
listening.
Cinema Guys is, but who's Brad from the Cinnamon Guys?
Cinnamon guys, he's a Cinnabon podcast.
We're the cinnamon guys.
We might be contracting Scab Jeff to come on a Sunday this year too. We'll talk.
Boy, I really hope they put that podcast next to us again this year.
Moving on. So September 11th through.
Hold
13th.
on, what about David Lee Pancake?
David Lee
Dragons and
Pancake might be-
Pancakes.
I hope David Lee Pancake's going to be there because if so, I'm bringing some pancakes to throw at him.
Right.
What? I like him.
Yeah, why are you throwing pancakes at him? You can just offer him with a little bit of maple syrup, but no.
Because you got your dragon vent from
I
him.
did get my dragon vent from him.
Okay, next year he's going to be selling his dragons and making people pancakes who buy them, right?
No, I think he's probably heard a lot of jokes about his name and probably ignores them.
I think
He's doing waffles this year.
I can't confirm this, but
Grapes.
I think we're we're in talks with
The
David.
Cinnamon Guys are going to be next to him.
It's going to be a really good booth then. David Lee Pancake, supposedly, rumor is that he's going to have a special Hobie autographed merchandise there.
And he's got a new one where the three of us, or four of us, are coming out of the vent.
September 11th through 13th. Get your tickets. Hey, Jeff, you know, History of Bad Ideas is on a website called the WeBeGeeks, PC.com. Do you know that?
I did know that.
You know what? Weeby Geeks also have their own podcast.
I knew that too.
Yes. There's a couple of guys. They talk about Star Wars mostly, but because they also have Wookiee Radio.
No, that's not Chewbacca. It's pretty terrible.
Yes. But the Weeby Geeks guys are not terrible. They talk about all things geeky, including Star Wars, Star Trek, and everything else. So check them out at Weeby Geeks Podcast. Sorry, Weeby Geeks guy. We lost your promo this week.
It's time for Box Office Bombs.
All right, box office bombs. Let me get this. Per 411mania.com, the rhythm section absolutely bombed in its opening weekend, bringing in just $2.8 million. The Blake Lively starring action thriller was the victim of a troubled production that saw Lively suffer from an injury on set that stalled the film by 6 months. Excuse me. The reviews have been bad at 33% on Rotten Tomatoes, and the few members of the movie-going crowd who did see it weren't impressed with a C+ on Cinema Score.
That's bad if that's a C+ on Cinema
That's
Score.
worse than B-.
Yeah. Everything's at least a B on Cinema Score.
There's really no good news here. Not only is it the lowest opening of Lively's career by far, that's even lower than The Sisterhood of the Traveling Pants.
Aww.
It's the worst start for any film that opened on 3,000 screens. The previous low being 2006 Hoot at 3.4 million.
What the fuck was Hoot?
Never heard of it.
Oh, well, look it up, intern. And an expensive budget at $50 million, there's no hope. It is unlikely to even get 10 in the U.S.
So after we mocked this, or I mocked it a little bit last week, I actually saw a trailer for it. It doesn't look horrible, but it doesn't look anything like out of...
But you hate Blake Lively.
I've liked her a lot better lately because she does a lot of humanitarian things. So I saw a thing on PBS about her. I'm
But
like, damn it.
Does that change her wooden acting?
No, but I try to be a little bit nicer about it.
I'm disappointed in you.
Do we want to know what Hoot is?
Yes.
Okay. Hoot is a young man who moves from Montana to Florida with his family, where he's compelled to engage in a fight to protect the population of endangered owls.
It is owl related.
featuring
This would have made a good plot lines.
Luke Wilson, Brie Larson, Clark Gregg, and Logan Lerman.
I've heard of all 4 of those people.
We have Clark Gregg's autograph in the studio.
Well, now we have to watch Hoot.
Oh, God. Is it better than Justice League?
Oh, I'm sure it is. Just because it did poorly in theaters doesn't mean it's bad.
Blake, what's worse, punching an owl or punching a kid, a 5-year-old?
Punching Baby Yoda.
Yeah.
Or punching Baby Yoda.
Correct.
Oh, the bottom 5. Oh, no, I'm sorry. The top 5 in the box office for January 31st through February 2nd. Bad Boys for Life, number 1, made another $18 million, a total of $148 million on a $90 million budget.
Now, what's interesting about that is I saw this headline, Bad Boys for Life sets box office record. I'm like, what? So, of course, I had to click and read it. It's like, oh, it sets the record for the highest grossing Bad Boys movie.
Oh, you mean the one that came out decades after, so inflation, even if it sells less tickets, it'll make more money.
Yeah, it's a number 1 generating Bad Boys movie.
And
Is this 3 or 4?
3.
3.
Which makes it no...
Yeah, so it had a 1 in 3 chance.
Which makes no sense because it's Bad Boys for Life. You'd figure that would be what you would call number 4.
But it's FOR, not FO.
I know, but they just ruined the chance to put Bad Boys number 4 Life.
And they missed Bad Boys 3D.
You did have Bad Boys 2 Electric Boogaloo.
Real quick, can we real briefly talk about that Fast and Furious 9 trailer? That might be the most ridiculous trailer I've seen since Torque. That might be...
well, okay. I'm about to say it's nowhere close to as ridiculous as Torque.
You know, I saw the teaser trailer. I haven't watched Fast and Furious since, 2. But my thought was, the teaser was, more grounded. Like, they're talking about his kid, you know, Dom's kid now and all that. I was like,
father.
Yeah, maybe it's more grounded. And then they show the trailer, the real trailer, and I'm like, nope. He's taking a chain onto his hubcap and going across 80,000 feet, between the 2 islands. And I'm like, wait a minute.
I thought it was a spoof at first. I'm like, no, this is real.
John Cena's his brother. And it looks horrible.
Oh, they got a family resemblance.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Uh-huh.
Wasn't there a scene in one of them where The Rock had his arm in a cast and then he had to go into action, so he flexed his muscle and the cast burst off so that he could go into battle or whatever?
So I read about I saw the convoluted history. There was an article about just ridiculousness of this franchise. And they're like, well, Jason Statham, who's one of the best villains that they made, in the last movie, they found out that, nope, he wasn't even a villain after all. He was framed by the government. So they're like, you just took away the bad part of it.
Because people liked him so much, they did bring him back, and you can't bring him back.
And now you bring back the one guy that died in Tokyo Drift.
They brought him back already.
Well, no, that was the prequels. It took place before Tokyo Drift. 4, 5, and 6 took place before Tokyo because they realized that the fans really liked this guy.
So, but he's supposed to be dead.
Yeah, and 7
they caught up.
7,
to Tokyo
8,
Drift?
yes, 7 caught up.
Okay.
The end of 6 caught up to Tokyo Drift, and then 7 and 8 is after Tokyo Drift. Dear God, I feel dumber for this. But now
didn't they end up on Exogil by any chance?
What?
Exogil.
I don't know what that is.
That's the Star Wars planet.
It's the Sith planet.
Oh, sorry.
3.
Jeez. I thought you were the Star Wars fan.
Sorry.
So
I can understand these guys not knowing it because they've never seen Star Wars.
But he saw Fast and Furious. How does Scab? You saw Fast and Furious?
I did
I
not.
saw a
I
scene.
just heard about that scene. I didn't
okay.
even see the scene.
Intern, do you like this series?
Yeah, I've seen all of them.
Didn't you see the scene where they snuck him in with his car with the chain wrapping up a couple Star Destroyers and bringing them down?
Is that what he does?
I've seen all of them in the theaters.
I want your review of this.
Seen one of them in the theaters.
We'll be there opening night.
It looks ridiculous.
I saw somebody tweet out. It's like
It is, but they're fun.
No, I have a
It's
problem
like-
if you see it. It's just
with this franchise now, shouldn't they just be taking on the Avengers next?
space is the final one.
You know what? I think we have a new bit. We'll make the intern go to see horrible movies and make them report.
But he'll like them. That's the
He's
problem.
already reported on Rocky 4.
Stop it. How dare you?
Well, we're not going into it today.
Oh.
They said
Not doing it, Jeff.
they did say Fast and Furious 10 is the final one, and then they're doing spin-offs.
Like Hobbs and Shaw.
I mean, they already started the spinoff.
Yeah, they're doing more spin-offs.
That's because they're tired of giving Vin Diesel money.
Well, that was all on The Rock. Like he pitched that whole spinoff to
With Jason
them
Statham.
because
Because him and Vin don't get
Because he
along.
wanted to be the star of the movie.
well, it's him and Vin Diesel and Tyrese. They all had like a big
issues.
Yeah, they had issues. So that's why he pitched the spinoff, and that had nothing. Vin had no say in that.
And Tyrese is like, I can do a spin-off. No, we're good, Tyrese. We're good, Tyrese.
But you're still in these movies?
Actually, the spin-offs after 10 is everybody but Vin Diesel. Everyone else is in it, but not Vin Diesel.
That'd probably be correct. So anyway, number 2 this week at the box office, after Bad Boys, is 1917, made another $10 million, a total of $119 on a $100 million budget. I think that's pretty neat how they wrapped it up neatly in $100 million. To the penny.
Mm-hmm.
That was clever of them.
This,
Excuse me, just had a burp.
you're right there. This next movie should not have this big of a budget.
Doolittle, number 3, made $8 million, a total of $55 million on a $175 million budget.
All in favor of sending intern to watch Doolittle?
Nay.
You're too good of a friend.
Okay, so
Please no.
And on top of it, you have to spend your own money to buy
so
the
you
ticket.
could have made
Or we'll do it in IOUs. It's fine.
you could have made 1917 and Bad Boys for Life on almost the same amount it took them to make Doolittle.
But Doolittle has a dragon.
So does 1917.
Oh!
Spoilers.
I'm intrigued.
Number 4, The Gentleman, made $6 million, a total of $20.5 million on a $20 million budget. So they're in the black. Yeah. And number 5, Hansel and Gretel, made $6 million in its opening weekend on a $5 million budget.
They were talking about how this was a bomb. I'm like, you still made money.
Yeah. Everything else that happens is gravy.
Even say $1 million in marketing, which okay.
I hope they didn't pay $1 million
No.
in the marketing
For a
I've
January
seen.
release, I hope not. But you're like, okay, even if they did that, they're still going to make money on this by the end of the day.
Do you think they confused everybody by calling it Hansel and Gretel and not Gretel and Hansel?
Probably because wasn't Gretel the respectable one in that duo?
What's coming up?
Hashtag me too.
Coming up February 7th, we have Birds of Prey.
I like to see Birds of Trey. I like to see that one.
That's already coming out? I thought that was...
Birds of Prey,
glorious
yes.
emancipation of one Harley Quinn.
Say you want,
What's worse, punching a child or eating a child? You know?
I don't know. Is your house made of candy?
After splitting up with the Joker, Harley Quinn joined superheroes Black Canary, Huntress, and Renee Montoya to save a young girl from an evil crime lord.
Renee Montoya's in it. That's cool.
Yeah, see, this was Gretel and Hansel. It's not Hansel and Gretel.
It is Gretel and Hansel?
Yes, it's
Yes.
Gretel and Hansel.
talk to the intern.
Sorry, guys.
Hansel is my favorite male supermodel.
Zoolander 2 really did well. Is anybody excited about Birds of Trey?
I am.
Are you? Are you going opening night?
No.
Okay.
Now,
It's
do you
too
mean-
bad. I would have paid for that.
Did you mean actual Birds of Prey? Or
Yes,
did
Birds
you
of
mean
Prey. No.
Because I'm not excited for Birds of Prey.
Birds of Trey is just a documentary about this guy named Trey. He has a lot of birds. That's it.
He
That's
takes
all it
care
is.
of birds.
Yep.
He's a pigeon racer.
Yep.
He takes care of
Pigeon racer.
Mike Tyson's birds.
In the cockatiel from Vegas.
I think that's dead.
Jeff, are you excited about this?
I'm going to see it at some point in
Okay.
time. Maybe even in the theater.
Scab Jeff?
I really thought it was going to be one of the summer blockbusters, so now I'm a little less excited about it that they're releasing it on February 7th.
Well, they're releasing it for Valentine's Day. It worked well for Deadpool movies. So they're trying to capture the
I see.
Deadpool.
I'm with you, Scab. I had no idea it was coming out this week. When I saw the outline, with the outline, I was like, "What the hell is it?" Like, oh, okay. Jim, are you seeing it? Do you have any desire to see it?
Nah.
I think it could be good, but it's a DC film, so it doesn't get me like all excited.
Will Smith's not in it, right?
No.
Okay, so
Yeah, I'm curious just to see how she does without the rest of the cast. Yeah.
Which Batman villain is it?
Black Mask,
the Black Mask.
which is a hell of a character. Ewan McGregor plays him, and I'm excited to see that part because Black Mask is a really good character.
Now you just ruined the surprise of who was the villain.
He puts on the mask in the trailer.
Well, the trailer just ruined the surprise.
Well, I guess we know who he is now.
But I'm interested to see it in terms of that part of it because I do like the Black Mask character.
You bringing your children?
Oh yeah, I think so. My oldest son did want to see this. I said no, you're not seeing this.
I think that's good role models for your daughter. Maybe you should bring her to see
She
it.
does like Harley Quinn because she has a couple of her action figures.
It's got a budget of $81 million.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's actually not bad.
So they shouldn't have.
You
any
can make
problem with
more than 2 of those for the cost it took to make Doolittle.
Well, you know,
But doesn't have a dragon.
well, when you're paying 0.75 on the million for female actress,
Oh, good point.
there you go. You save money on the budget.
All right, buy sell this week. This is in the stock of the careers of said peoples. This week we have Blake Lively. She was trading when this outline was made at $28.37, and apparently has nothing on deck.
There really is nothing she has any plans out.
I think
And it's now down to $26.58.
plummeting. She is plummeting.
I'm selling now.
Sell now.
Sell.
When it gets down to 22, I'll buy.
I was going to buy at 12 and then buy up because then she'll sign to do something.
it. Didn't they just have another kid? Her
Yeah.
and Ryan,
Yeah.
So that's probably.
Yeah.
She usually.
Now, since she's married to Ryan Reynolds, do we get some of the splash over from Ryan Reynolds on
No.
Blake Lively?
She already got
no
the
dividends or
She already got the
residuals?
splash over. It's called a kid. Real quick, Birds of Prey is tracking for 110 to 125 million opening weekend. It's a
Nice.
whole lot of freaking money.
It is. And that would get its
Budget back. Yep.
But there's nothing else that's coming out. is there?
Correct.
Well, because it's... Yeah, shouldn't there be some other...
There should be more for this time of year.
You
right?
would think.
Well, I suppose they're all waiting until the 14th to release all their...
And I
okay.
think we have a major typo here on this next buy sell.
Uh-oh, you mean Sophia Lillis?
Yes. She is actually, the typo, it says she's buying and selling for $160.12.
What is wrong with you, intern, this week?
When in reality,
I had a rough one.
it's $7.79.
That is a big drop.
I want you running my hedge fund.
Well, I'm buying now after she plummeted.
You're worse than Bernie Madoff.
That's good because I was looking at it, I was like, that's a lot of money for someone I don't know.
Like, I don't know who she is, and I don't know what Uncle Frank is, the movie she has coming out.
Uncle Frank, oh no, that was Uncle Frank. Was
That's all Uncle Buck
779.
you were looking at.
That was Uncle Frank 779. Let me check.
Oh, Uncle Frank.
Oh, yeah. So how much is Sophia? I want to know what this is. She is.
She is 159.
Oh, good job, intern. Well
Who is
done.
she? To be this high, shouldn't I have heard of her?
Yeah,
Hansel,
I've never heard of her.
Gretel and Hansel is what she's in now.
Oh, Gretel and
She was
Hansel.
in It and It Chapter 2.
She's one of the kids? Is
Yes.
she
Pennywise.
One of the kids.
Beverly?
Beverly from It.
Okay.
And Uncle Frank.
That's kind of high.
That
It still
is really
seems real high.
Incredible.
Yeah,
I'll buy her for the $17.
No,
$7.
That's a
That's
balloon.
Uncle
That's a
Frank,
balloon
but-
stock about to pop.
It's Polaroid right before the digital cameras came out.
But Uncle Frank is written and directed by Alan Ball, set in 1973, where she plays a teenager who takes a road trip with her uncle to South Carolina for the family patriarch's funeral.
That's not going to end well. Road trip with your uncle?
Paul Bettany, Peter Macdisi, Steve Zahn, Judy Greer, and Margot Martindale.
I'm selling.
Co-star.
I'm selling.
But, Steve Zahn, is he the creepy uncle?
Always.
100. Yeah, I'm selling.
Hey, why you guys are looking it up? Look up Florence Pugh. See what she's at right now.
Yeah, Blake wants to
She's
buy
gotta
some
be trending.
Florence Pugh stock.
$612. If Sophia is at $159, Florence should be at like $180 or $280.
Should be trending upwards.
Florence Pugh, $35.69.
Jeez.
What was she? Is that her? She's got to be trending upwards, right?
The high for the year is $35.69.
So we should get
How
her
is this
before
person so high?
For Black Widow, yeah, it comes
Does
out.
she have
and
pictures
everything
on
else.
somebody?
she
Little
was in
Women's-
it, and it did a lot of money.
Yeah,
She was in the
apparently
two.
so.
Yeah, for Florence Pugh, Lady Macbeth, The Commuter, Fighting with My Family, Midsummer, Little Women, and Black Widow.
Oh, she was in Little Women.
No, that's Florence Pugh.
Oh, Florence. I'm sorry. She won she was nominated for an MTV Movie Award for Most Frightened Performance.
Frightened.
Wow.
That was it.
It's an MTV bump for that Sophia.
Yeah, definitely selling.
Yeah, I'm Sal.
So,
Bye.
She was in Nancy Drew in the. She's got Nancy Drew in the Hidden Staircase.
That's coming up still?
That was this last year,
Oh.
and that was it. Okay, let's do top 5. Top 5 in honor of Scab Jeff being here. Movie critics to the stars.
don't blame me for this.
Oh no, we are.
I had nothing to do with this, and I do not like this top 5.
Top 5 worst over actors / actresses. You know, the people that just chew the scenery. And I will say this is tough. You could do career-wise or film-wise.
Like
did a
a
little
specific
bit.
role.
Yeah, I went a little with both.
I did too. And we'll get to it when somebody mentions a couple of them. But I did include some of the bigger ones. Just
Like
because.
Al Jolson and his blackface stuff.
Yeah, that was overacted.
There's my number 1. Better change it.
Anyway, Scab, you're the guest. What would you like? Your number 5. Well, sorry. What would you like? Probably a new top 5, but tough shit. Do number 5.
And well, Blake did have to leave, so we have his list right here, too.
Yes.
I have, for my number 5, I have Adam Sandler.
That was Blake's number 5.
That is Blake's number 5.
And it was the
Would you like any
not
specifics?
necessarily all of his movies, but especially like the
Waterboy.
Waterboy and
Little Nicky.
Oh, terrible little Nicky. Going
Miss-
overboard.
Jack and Jill.
what was the Mr. Deeds goes to not Mr. Deeds goes to
Mr. Deeds.
Mr. Deeds. And
But Little Nicky
those.
had the guy with the boobs on his head.
Yeah.
Kevin Nealon.
But yeah, he's my number 5.
That's a good one. Intern.
My number 5 was Daniel Day-Lewis, specifically from There Will Be Blood.
Oh,
Thank you.
that was
Fuck him.
great.
That and specifically the one scene with the milk where
I drink your milkshake.
yeah,
I drink your
just,
milkshake.
Just
I drink
that,
it right up.
That line.
That scene alone, I was like, nope, done. Like,
Did you like the film?
it was pretty good. I mean, he's one of those guys that's either all the way or not for me.
For me, I went another great thespian like Daniel Day-Lewis. I went John Malkovich from Con Air.
That's my number 5.
Is it?
Yeah. Con Air. Well,
All of
everyone
Con Air?
from Con Air, but John Malkovich, because also like in Rounders, he was so overacting.
I
about-
will splash the pot
How about
whenever the fuck I want.
What about being John Malkovich?
He was good in that.
He was subdued.
Malkovich.
Malkovich.
Malkovich in Con Air is just so over the top,
I didn't
but it's
think
amazing.
I didn't think you were going to pick Malkovich.
I didn't want to, but I did. Number 5 for you, Jim.
My number 5, I'm going to go Al Pacino.
That's my number 4.
He was an honorable mention. I kept thinking about him because he has gone into that category of just chewing the scenery everywhere.
I saw
number 3.
Geely.
Is your number 3?
Al Pacino is my number 3.
Okay. That was
Geely?
Blake's number 3, too.
That's really ironic.
Yes, I saw Geely. Saw Scarface. Scent of a Woman.
Hoo-ah!
He
Uh,
really knows how to.
Devil's Advocate was my first thought of him being overacting.
I mean, he could be great in things, but he also could really.
Any Given Sunday.
Oh, he's good in that.
He's still overacted.
Yeah, he overacted.
He was directed to overact in that.
Yeah, I think that's how they wanted him to be, not necessarily him looking at the script being like, okay.
Oh, yeah,
and
I think
doing
Oliver
it.
Stone had him do it. In that
1
movie.
inch at a time. Yeah, but you know what? What was even worse was the Dallas team. Their jerseys were overacting more than Al Pacino in that whole film.
Crusaders?
Yes. God, those were some awful jerseys they had. Good. That was your number 4. Jeff, you had number 5. Number 5.
My number 5 was John Malkovich.
Number 4.
My number 4 was Al Pacino.
Hoo-ha! Jim?
You're not going to get a turn the whole time.
Probably not.
My number 4 is going to be Charlton Heston.
Oh, I forgot Charles.
That's a good one. Which one? All?
Everything he's ever done.
Most of the things he's done, except maybe Wayne's World.
I know it's just a bit part, but was it Wayne's World 2, wasn't it?
Oh, yeah, Wayne's World 2.
I know it's just a bit part, but can't we find somebody better for this role?
My number 4 is a specific movie. Ray Liotta, In the Name of the King. Yui Bull directed it, and I know Yui Bull is the issue.
Well, yeah.
But Ray Liotta is quite possibly the worst thing in that film, and that's saying a lot. Just the way he chooses scenery as the villain in it. I remember him being in the castle. Jeff, do you remember this? And the things are going around
it
him,
was terrible. Yeah.
and he's just yelling, and it is horrible. I'm not a big Ray Liotta fan, anyways. I think he overacts in a lot of stuff, but I'm going Ray Liotta.
Definitely, yeah.
In the Name of the King. Intern.
My number 4 was Jim Carrey, specifically for Liar Liar.
You know, I saw that
was my
on a
number
lot.
2.
Your number 2.
was
Are you
Blake's
going to
number
get a
2.
list?
I have all these guys honorable mentions.
How about yeah? But what about Sonic? He doesn't look like he's overacting in that.
Yeah, I haven't seen it yet, though, so...
Dr. Robotnik or whatever.
Robotnik, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, and
I mean, there could be several different movies for him, like The Mask, or Ace Ventura.
He's supposed to in those.
Right,
I mean,
that's like the thing. Like that's the character is supposed to be. You know what I mean?
Oh,
But-
the character is over the top, so his performance is going to be.
yeah, but I mean, Liar Liar. He was. I mean, he was just. He was a lawyer.
He even did it a little in the Truman Show. And
Yeah, absolutely.
oh, I love Truman Show.
I do too, but I see what he's saying there.
My wife, doesn't really get into much with movies and that. She likes movies and that, but she doesn't get into like the nuts and bolts like we do. And she saw the Sonic trailer and she's like, "What the hell happened to Jim Carrey?" Even if she's like, "What the hell?" Scab Jeff.
Number 4, Robin Williams.
Honorable mention.
Which film?
All his comedies.
The one that I'm thinking is the Aladdin.
Well, definitely
That was-
Aladdin, but Good
Like
Morning
I watched
Vietnam.
that. I watched that
Ugh.
more recently, and he's bad. He's the worst.
Have you
part
seen the
of
new
that.
Aladdin?
I started watching it, but I got sick of it.
Moscow on the Hudson.
Was he in Birdcage?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
I like Birdcage though. I really do.
Well, that's the thing. In Birdcage, it was really Nathan Lane doing all the overact.
that's-
Yeah.
But
Oh, we could have used him as he could have been on there. Nathan Lane, everything. What's your number 4, Jeff? Or 3?
we'll go back.
Oh,
that
we're
way.
going back this way. I'm so lost. Sorry. Number 3 for
Let's see,
you.
my number 3
Mine
is
was Al Pacino.
Okay.
John Travolta.
Honorable mention.
I kept him off just because he's bad in he's overacts in everything.
Yeah. Not everything. He didn't overact in Grease.
Grease 2 he did.
He wasn't even in that.
Yeah, I mean it's mostly like from like the
Punisher.
90s on. I feel like.
He
whoa.
overacted bad in The Punisher.
What?
Yeah,
I like the
I
Punisher,
love
but
that
he
movie,
was terrible in
but
it.
he was bad,
Where's Mom? She caught a train.
Like Battlefield Earth.
awful.
Oh.
Oh.
I don't know if that was overacting. That was just bad. Everything.
Look who's talking now.
Oh.
When the dog is the best actor in that whole thing. Okay, my number 3, we're doing. I want to pick. Yeah, I'm going to do this one just because I don't.
I'm going to pick it up as we speak.
No, I got a list. I'm just going through it now. Number 3, just his whole career, William Shatner. He is awful in everything, and I can't stand him. And
Just kind of like him and then Jeff's number 1 are the two that I think are just obvious. So
Okay.
I put them on my list.
I put Shatner. That's why I didn't put him in number 1 or 2 because I did it a little bit more. Jim, what's your number 3?
I'm going to go with pretty much one performance because I think he was only in 2 things ever. I'm going to go Jake Lloyd from Phantom Menace.
See, I wouldn't call that overacting. I would just call that bad acting.
But, I mean, they made him try too hard
Yes.
for his lines.
I think he was over-directed.
And
Or not directed enough, either one.
What they ever had him do, I mean, it was bad.
Are you an angel? Vroom. They should have just cut him down right there. Jeff, number 3 was?
My number 3 is Will Ferrell.
Honorable mention.
It's a good one.
Pretty much most of his movies. Although the one that I really hated was Kicking and Screaming. I wanted to.
Is that the soccer one?
Yes.
I never saw that one.
Semi-Pro, he was terrible overacting in. I mean, Ricky Bobby's overacting, but it fits that character.
I don't think I've ever seen the whole thing of that.
Step Brothers, terrible. His acting in it is
Ricky
terrible.
Bobby and Step Brothers, I've never seen the whole thing.
Land of the Lost, god awful.
Oh my god. Well, yeah, because Danny McBride's in that. Fuck him.
Superstar.
Ugh.
I didn't see that. That was one of those Saturday Night
SNL
Live movies.
Night at the Roxbury.
Hey,
Yeah, that was terrible.
Get out. Get out. I defended you.
I didn't say I didn't like it.
I defended you on Rocky 4. You son of a bitch. If you would like to apply for a new internship, please email us at internhackney at Graphic Novice. Could you take the applications for new intern there, Hackney? Fucking Night at the Roxbury. Jeez. Jeff, what's number 2?
My number 2 is Michael Richards.
Kramer?
And
I thought about him.
UHF
Oh, yeah.
and Airheads. Like,
He played the same character in both of those.
and he overacted
He did.
terribly.
I agree.
Monster drink from the fire hose.
Airheads was, I mean, they should have edited that entire character out of the movie.
I like Airheads. It's a silly,
But
funny
you get rid of
film.
Michael Richards' character in the movie.
I agree.
In quality.
I agree.
They should have had Judd Nelson in twice.
Yes.
Jim, number 2?
My number 2.
Uh-oh. You're getting glasses off.
David Caruso.
Dun-dun-dun.
He was great on NYPD Blue.
He was actually good for the season and a half before he left to do.
Fuck you, I'm bigger than that. Hey, look, I did Jade.
He was bad in Jade.
He's bad in all of those movies. At least with, CSI Miami, at least, well.
His character was meant to be that.
Yeah.
way.
Yeah, we haven't done that in a while. Do it again, Jim. Do it again. Ready? Yeah.
And if you watch it on YouTube, it's me taking off my glasses.
My number 2 is Frank Langella from Masters of the Universe, Skeletor.
You have to overact when you're playing Skeletor.
No, he was so bad in that. He chewed so much scenery that the forest around that.
See, I can't blame him and his overacting for the quality of that movie.
No, I'm blaming it. Frank Langella.
Especially since Jim and I got to draft a new Masters of the Universe on everything I learned from movies.
Intern, number 2.
My number 2 was Samuel L. Jackson, specifically for Snakes on a Plane.
Get these motherfucking snakes off this motherfucking plane.
So these monkey-loving snakes off this Monday through Friday plane.
Is that the edited version?
That's the edited version. So they wanted to make it like a PG-13 thing, and Samuel Jackson said no.
Right.
And they wanted to change the title.
and he said no.
Like, I signed on to do Snakes on a Plane. If it's not Snakes on a Plane, I'm not doing it.
I like how it was from a Saturday Night Live skit, though.
Oh,
was. I mean, they had that skit, and then 5 years later, hey, we made Snakes on a Plane. What? Scab Jeff, number 2.
I believe mine are Jim Carrey.
Oh, that was Blake's. Okay. What's your number 1?
Mr. Bean.
Rowan Atkinson?
Rowan Atkinson.
Blake had Rowan Atkinson as his number 1.
That's a very thoughtful one. I like that.
It's
Great
just-
pick. I didn't think of it.
He just annoys me.
Yeah, I agree.
Even in The Lion King?
The new one.
No.
No.
Oh, was he
He was
Zazu?
Zazu in the original.
Oh, that's right. Okay. That's right. John Oliver is
does
the
it,
new one. Yeah.
He's done things where I kind of like him, but most
Rat
of
Race,
the time
Rat
he's
Race.
Mr.
Terrible in Rat Race. God awful in.
Johnny English.
No, I didn't even watch that shit. No, Love Actually.
Oh,
Just that one scene where he's.
that might be the one that I was thinking that I kind of
I
like.
forgot he was in there.
Oh, I thought he was terrible. Where he's trying to tie up the Liam Neeson's Christmas present and take him forever.
yeah,
I
okay,
wanted
yeah.
to reach into the screen and slap the crap out of him.
I completely forgot that was him.
I didn't, because every Christmas when that movie's on, they make me watch it.
I like that movie.
Oh, the movie's fine. He's terrible in it.
What's your number one, intern?
My number one is Kristen Stewart.
She acts?
Because what little acting she does is
Yeah, how about to say-
way over the top.
See, I
I
think
thought
she's,
she was underacting.
I think she underacts. Like, she's just like, I'm here, I guess.
I'll say my line.
What she does
She says a
is
line that
too
you look
much.
at her face and she's like, she has that little.
It's too
She
much.
is so hot,
She's half fart.
How?
I don't disagree with Jeff. But
No!
and she looks like she would be great in bed.
Really?
Yeah,
I'd
But by in
I'd
bed,
sleep
he
with her.
means someone to hold the blanket down.
And smother him?
No, to keep him nice and toasty.
Oh, okay. Ugh, God.
But yeah, her whatever it is that she does is too. It's just too much. She should stop.
My number one is amazingly awful, but I still love it, is Raul Julia's last role as Bison in Street Fighter. Quite possibly the greatest acting in cinema ever, but it's still the most overacting ever done in cinema, too. I love it so much.
He did some overacting in the Addams Family movies too. But,
Yeah, but M.
it worked for
Bison.
those.
Yeah, M. Bison. Oh, he just went full throttle to it. And I know he was
then
sick.
died.
He did. He was sick
Full
during
throttle and then died. Coincidence?
it. He should have been
Probably.
Torque. Damn it. But yes, Raul Julia. So there you go.
My number one, he probably teaches a class on overacting because he's probably the best overactor in the world. He's well known for it.
John Lovitz?
Drake Hogestyn.
Who's that?
He's on Days of Our Lives as John Black / the replacement
Brady.
Roman Brady.
He is the smell your fart acting scene where you like before you give your line you like smell your
He has that,
It's the Joey Tribbiani.
That's that was
Wow.
pretty much done after Drake Hogestyn.
And he's like college friends with Chris Welsh, the Reds announcer. Whenever they're out in L.A., Drake
That is the
Hogestyn
most
comes to
oddest thing I've ever heard.
Well, Drake Hogestyn always comes to the booth when the Reds are broadcasting
Oh.
in L.A.
His name's Drake.
Yes.
Yeah.
Wow.
So's the singer from Toronto.
Drake Ramore.
yeah. So is the character that Joey Tribbiani plays on.
So, Jeff,
I
what
think that's on purpose.
they didn't.
Yes.
What's your number one?
My number one is obviously Nicolas Cage.
Yeah, I can't have
I
him as honorable
appreciate
mention.
you all not putting him on
Yeah.
your list, even though you knew you should. But
Ooh, some honorable mentions.
Good.
Kevin Costner.
yep, he has.
He hams up a lot of scenery.
Yeah, like even though I liked Untouchables, he overacts in that.
Yes. Rob Schneider.
Again, I'm not sure that's even acting with Rob Schneider. I don't know if you can overact if you can't act.
Untouchables. Another actor, Sean Connery.
Yeah, there was a lot of
Yeah.
scenery chewing in the Untouchables.
And Medea herself, Tyler Perry.
Yeah, I'd have put her on if I'd have thought of her.
Him.
I had Jeremy Piven.
Oh,
I thought about Jeremy Piven.
No, we didn't say top 5 assholes.
Well, he plays that role because he is, but I think
Well, he
mean
definitely
Cheese?
overacted in Old School. He was terrible in Old School.
Cheese?
let's see. I also had Jim Parsons from
Big Bang.
Big Bang
Okay. Bazinga.
and Ted Mosby. Fuck him.
I had Whoopi Goldberg.
On The View
I'm a little
or...
black woman in a big silver box.
Thank you, Hollywood Squares.
No, that was Jumping Jack Flash.
Oh.
when she was in
I thought it could work for Hollywood Square.
when she was in a phone booth and it was being towed down the street.
Oh. I tried to avoid Jill and Jack Flash. I saw it once. That was enough.
Jack Black.
I thought about Jack Black.
What? Jack Black is the perfect actor.
No, just if he's in Airborne.
To me, to shit on.
I had Jared Leto in there as well from the Blade Runner and the, of course, the Joker thing.
And Morbius. He'll be doing Morbius.
Well, yeah, but we can't judge that one yet.
I did think honorable mention on Melissa McCarthy. I feel like she could do well.
But she overdoes it.
Yep.
I mean, when she doesn't go over,
Correct.
She is a good actress.
She is. I would love to see her in more films. That
So like her more dramatic roles are better.
Yeah, I agree. I wanted to see The Kitchen. I really wanted to see that.
We watched it like a month ago.
Mm-hmm.
I was disappointed.
Really?
I thought it would have been. It felt really rushed. It was just the way the script played out. It was just everything happened way too fast. Nothing developed in it. It could have been a lot better. I feel like.
I wanted to see that. Nisi?
Oh, what about me?
Oh, sorry. What did you have?
Let's say I had one of the people whose names you love pronouncing.
Who?
Jeremy Irons.
Irons.
He Dungeons and Dragons movie. God awful.
Yeah, that was horrible.
In the Name of the King, as you mentioned.
Yep.
With Mr. Leota. Yeah, Jeremy Irons.
Irons.
Watchmen.
Oh, yeah, he did overact it. Gloriously overacted.
I know. I loved his character. But
The movie?
No, the TV show.
Oh, okay.
Did you not watch it?
I haven't seen the TV show.
Suck.
Sorry. Did you watch Mandalorian?
If you give me your...
You suck.
But you have...
I don't have HBO.
Oh, never mind that. I thought
Yeah,
you had
so
HBO.
you suck.
it's not on
Talk
HBO.
to me off
It's
air.
on
I'll get
Disney
it to you,
Plus.
Jeff.
Watchmen isn't.
Watchmen's on
Oh.
HBO.
I'm so confused. What's up? Wait,
I thought you were
on
talking
Disney?
about
Time out. If Watchmen's on Disney Plus went dark really quick. Did you see? Speak us real quick on streaming services. Apple TV. Of the people that can get the free year of Apple TV, only 10% have signed up. It was released today.
How do you get the free year?
There's a lot. If you buy an Apple product,
I don't do
any
that.
Apple product.
there was something else too, wasn't it?
We got ours from Verizon.
That's what it was.
When we bought it, we upgraded a phone.
Yeah.
We bought my wife got her new
iPhone?
and they gave it to us for free.
But basically, they were trying to give it away because Apple was kind of.
It's got to be new products. Yeah, I can't buy a used Apple phone and get it, can I?
But you know what? There's so many things that Apple's trying to do with free, to push it. They said that only 10% signed up, and they said because that's a massive failure as of now, out of the gate.
But it's winning all the awards
Compared to Disney, which has I think 26 million. I think they said just in the first week or so.
That's because Disney had stuff lined up to put on their TV.
Correct.
Apple
they
only had a small handful
They
of
had
things.
4 shows, and one of them's getting rave reviews, but it's not like it's a established product.
They got the morning show. They got the women astronaut one. The
women astronaut one.
Yeah, I can't remember what it's called.
That's what I'm saying. That's how great it is that you don't even know it's the woman astronaut one.
Charlie and Mac from Sunny have a new show coming out on Apple.
That looks interesting.
Mythic Quest, I believe.
Mythic Quest.
Yeah, they're doing.
That's on Apple TV?
Yeah,
It
they're
is.
running a gaming firm.
Well, I think it's funny that people are getting mad at Rob for doing another show.
he's
what
getting-
about Always Sunny? I'm like,
I'm still doing it.
I can make Always Sunny whenever I want.
Yeah.
That's not going away as long as people are watching.
I've got carte
I'm going
blanche
to
for
make
Always
it.
Sunny.
Yeah, that's what I would read in the article that when he was talking about that was we're gonna make Sunny as long as we can, until they tell us to stop making it. We're gonna keep making it, and he said it only takes them 2 months, maybe 3, to film their 10 episodes. So he's like, we do it fast, and we can still do other stuff.
And most of the shows on Apple are 8 to 10 episodes, anyways.
Yeah, you could in this new landscape of 10 episode seasons, you can do 2 or 3 shows a year.
Nisi, just going back to this honorable mention,
What
Nisi had William Shatner as her. She's the one and only. So there you go. Bad idea of the week, flying a helicopter into fog. Bad idea number 510. So,
well, even planes. Don't fly planes into fog.
no, nope, don't do
JFK
it.
Jr.
Well, I can do it. I'm JFK.
What about drones?
Drones, that's fine.
Okay.
That's fine.
Well, be careful because you might hit those planes that are in the fog with your drone in the fog and take down a plane.
Bad idea number 460, hitting a 5-year-old.
With a
car. Scab Jeff, thanks for showing up. We'll see you again next week.
Thanks for having me. I look forward to it.
We always enjoy it. And if you got any questions, movie questions for Scab Jeff, let us know at Bad Ideas Podcast. If you got any wrestling questions for any of us, except for Jeff now, let us know at Bad Ideas Podcast.
Definitely let Blake know all of your wrestling questions.
Yes.
You can let me know your wrestling questions. You won't get a good answer.
Also, this year at the Expo, intern Hackney will be the Rocky expert. Just to let everybody know. So get your questions
any
ready.
and all challengers.
Oh, so I need to get questions for Rocky.
You're disqualified.
Maybe-
No,
maybe
those
just
will be the most
Stallone
challenging
expert.
questions.
What's that? Stallone expert.
Oh.
He's a big Cobra fan.
Schwarzenegger, Stallone.
Over the top.
Oh, God.
Winner takes it
filmed
all.
here in Cincinnati.
Loser
Over the
takes
top.
a fall. I'm going over. He's getting ready to do a special move.
Turn the hat around.
Roger says goodbye.
Goodbye.
Walking Dead to Talking Heads, from comic books to TV sets, there's a history. It's not so bad. There's the history. It's the history of bad, so bad. The history of bad, it's bad. The history of bad ideas. Podcast.
Addendum. Titles for the show. I have It Doesn't Have a Dragon.
I have Alzheimer's funny.
I had Frozen Pole. I had Jeff, because it's such a catchy song. Do it again, Jeff. Right foot, left foot.
Right foot, left foot, right foot, left foot.
Go ahead, Scab. What's your song with Randy Newman? I can't let you throw yourself away. Go ahead, sing it. Sing it.
I don't remember it.
I can't let you throw yourself away. I can't
let you throw yourself away. I can't let you throw yourself away. That's what it is. Listen to it.
I got season 2 is out. Jeff can't confirm it. And it's funny to explain a joke.
I had kids and haciendas. I had hit by a car.
I have, thank goodness, it was with his car.
I have.
Or better off,
I had
hit by a car.
cookies or Easter eggs. And jokes are better when you have to explain them.
I like the kids in Hacienda, but I do like the car one.
Well, I'll say because Jeff and I had to share some paper
Yeah.
here. Jeff had cookies or Easter eggs and hit a 5-year-old with his car. I had just ... with his car. I had breath weapons, air guitar concussion, vape pens and shitty Oscar picks, and the cinnamon guys.
I like the cinnamon guys. What was yours on the car, Jim?
It was, thank goodness, it was with his car. Or better off, he was hit by the car.
So what we got? What we like?
Haciendas.
Kids in Haciendas. Change approved.
Not Alzheimer's is funny?
No. No. I'm going to forget that title by the time we start writing it anyways.
Huh?
Google will help you with that.
Google, please remember Hobie.
I can't. That is stupid.
Aww. Roger says goodbye.
Goodbye.
You've been listening to Hobie.